Do what you want. You gonna do it. That's not the music. You gonna start it. You about it.
Sweetie swoop.
Where'd you go, Spencer?
Biggie boop.
Talking Normies Podcast.
Talking Normies Podcast.
What up? How you guys
What's
doing?
going on?
We are finally here all together at once for a long time.
well,
Yeah, Chris
Chris will be
is
represented by
not here.
Gojo
He's not here.
and the fine people of Spotify. What's this?
Casetify.
Casetify. Yeah, those are
Yes.
pretty hot, dude.
Gojo Chris.
I like my the one that I got, but I just like my other case has a stand built into it.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I feel like a stand is like kind of, it should just be a standard.
Are you
with
really
phone
gonna take your
cases now.
pants off?
It should be. No, he's modeling these amazing pants he's got.
You know why they're amazing?
Nice jeans.
They're maternity jeans.
Huh?
Wait, really?
I'm wearing Marquetta's pants.
You lying?
Well,
Wait,
they
for
fit
real?
very
100%.
well on you.
They don't have pockets,
Wait, so
and they
they're
got stretchies on the side.
and they fit
So
you?
They're maternity jeans. Damn right they fit me.
Is
fit
the
all,
material
baby.
stretchy?
Yeah, a little bit. We out here on some girl pants gang
You
shit,
fuck around trying to do the Incredible Hulk in those things.
right? If I do a deep squat, I
But
am
how you gonna
exploding.
pee?
Let's get the zipper still.
You still got zipper in the front?
Yeah,
sorry, do you not
or I
think-
would just take them off.
You not think the pants come off?
The zipper in this front is really shallow though.
Why is it
I don't,
shallow?
It's like this much a zipper.
So hold on, you take your
it's
pants
not
off when
for-
you pee?
Wait,
No.
no.
Yeah, dude, I go full butters.
No, when I'm taking this shit though, yeah, I gotta take my shirt off. 100%.
I do take my shirt off too, bro. It gets hot in there.
Dude, you be working, man. You
Yeah.
gotta. Bro, I'm
You
getting
don't take your
Kohl's.
shirt off? I get the sweats. I gotta take my shirt off.
If I'm at Kohl's, I'm taking my shirt off.
Oh,
and
wait,
in a public restroom.
In a public bathroom?
I'm already
One,
pooping in
you're
there.
pooping in a public
Whoa,
restroom. That's
dude.
a problem. You gonna go and get
Whoa,
naked
dude.
as well?
I'm
Listen.
not naked. My shirt's just off.
Listen,
my shirt's off.
I have
pants
had.
are
Your
down.
pants are down and your shirt's off. You're fucking
Sometimes
naked.
I do take my pants off and my shirt off, everything, because like the restriction in your like the knees and
Yeah,
stuff.
sometimes you gotta spread your leg. You gotta
What are
be aware.
y'all eating?
Okay, so that's what it is. That's what because here's the
your
thing.
diet.
I've experienced this, and that's exactly when I have those. It's like okay, it's time to change things. Like
Sweat shit.
That's that kind of poop. It's just like the temperature rises all of a sudden, and you're just like,
it's kind of hot in the bathroom, but I'm not getting naked.
I mean, look, I'm just saying.
Y'all put water up your butt to clean yourself. So that
Okay, well, first off, that is literally the best way to clean yourself. So I don't know why you're saying that like it's an issue.
fellas, is it gay to use a bidet?
Is it gay to have a fucking clean butt? I hope not. And if it is,
don't
then
think it is.
fucking
I think
call me Elton John,
that
baby.
is dope though. So like
Chris.
low key, you would save so much money now. You don't have to buy jeans. You could just wear Marquetta's
I
jeans.
don't understand what he thinks happens with mom jeans. And
I
all of a
don't
sudden
know.
we're-
Chris, I had a
They're gonna take over your life.
I had a skit idea or like a fake podcast idea
Yeah.
about a homophobic spider that refuses to use its web
'Cause it's gay.
Because it's gay.
Okay. The spider, that's like several levels of spider. That'd be like if you refuse to poop because you're like, no, it's gay.
It's just a brown recluse with a MAGA hat.
All right, welcome to the podcast. Did you guys do the intro already?
No,
Sort
we
of.
said hi and yelled at people.
Nah, we just kind of fizzled in.
This is the Talking Normies Podcast, the movie podcast in which we talk about movies
And other stuff.
And other stuff. It's been pretty
Where we talk about movies, etc.
etc. It literally says etc.
Etc.
Now, how come it's ETC?
I think that's how you spell etc.
It's-
Is
yeah, the
with
word
some of
is-
those letters.
Italian.
Etc.
I don't know.
Etc. All right.
Is it Italian?
So, I have a little list of stuff to talk about. I'll give everybody a quick rundown.
Sweet.
What old job did you have that no longer did you want to have that doesn't exist anymore?
That's impossible.
What do you
It
mean?
doesn't exist anymore.
I'm going to give you guys an example. Don't worry. We'll give you. We're going to talk about dead internet theory,
I got one.
which is fun. We're going to talk about. Well, I'll tell you, and you'll hear about it, and you'll have opinions on it. I'm sure. We're going to talk about The Boys again. Let me get all the way through. We're going to talk about one of my favorite rap lines that I heard recently that involves Snoop Dogg. That's just going to be a really quick one. Outlawing cell phones in schools. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the movie.
Okay.
Cool. So up to the top. I was thinking about this yesterday because like there used to be a job I wanted when I was a kid, and it doesn't exist anymore, and it got phased out really early. So when we used to go to the grocery store back in the day, there was people who would bag groceries, and I was like, that's gonna be my first job because I was really good at it. Because my mom would be like, hey, bag the groceries for me, and I would just I would like I had my like it was like Tetris. I was really good at it. And then that job just doesn't exist. Like it was just never been a thing.
No, go Kroger. There's baggers at Kroger.
People bag at Kroger still?
Yeah, still.
I only do self-checkout. I don't interact with humans at Kroger.
That's why.
You don't even
Hold on,
talk
people
to the
still
baggers
bag groceries?
anymore.
Yeah, there's 2 people at the cashier at
It's
Kroger.
usually like
I have a
high
chance.
Yeah, bro. You
Dude,
can still do it.
And with the Tetris thing, bro, like, okay, so I went to Kroger. I usually do self-checkout too, but this time I was feeling lazy. I was like, I'll just stand in line for extra time. I didn't want to do it. And the kid that was bagging, it must have been his first day, bro. Like, it was just like...
Did he put the bread at the bottom with the eggs?
I've never seen a worse display. At the end, I had 2 candles in glass jars left, and he was just about to hand them to me. I was like, could you bag those? He was like, oh, right.
I'm learning so much. The whole internet right now is telling me that people still do this job.
What do you mean to phase that early out? It never went away.
There was a Save-A-Lot that I always thought I would bag at, and that Save-A-Lot got a automatic bagger, and people stopped doing the bagging job. So in my mind, it just
automatic is like
no. Like it was a self-checkout.
Oh, okay.
So like you just like
Save-A-Lot, dude. You could have made it all the way to Kmart.
damn, I could have got big.
The commissary,
That
they
may be
have people
super
who
Kmart.
still will even like push your cart for you.
For real?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hold on, there's a place called the commissary.
Yeah, the commissary up in like 56. You got to be like military. To
What
get
I was about to say, yeah, because
Yeah.
commissary means something different to me than I think it means
the
to other
army
people.
supply.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like
The
our
army
supply
supply
spot.
store.
Okay.
I used to go with my grandma all the time. Used to love it. Everything's discounted.
Do they call it commissary in the army too?
I guess so.
Isn't it commissary in a prison?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's where you get your food and your meals.
Yeah,
and
right.
stuff.
You know how much money I've been sending to motherfuckers for commissary for the last
And
20
your-
years?
And your toothbrushes that you melt into shivs.
All right.
Yeah, I hear they just get razors now.
Yeah,
That's
you
what.
just
Yeah,
said-
they melt the razor into the tooth.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
We've seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
My dad has been stabbed 40 times in prison, specifically with a
That's a lot of
penknife.
time.
That is a lot of
What
time.
It was a
the-
very small knife, and it was in his legs.
what was the show we watched where the dude gets sent to Rikers and we don't know if he did it or not?
Oh my god, the night of that
The
movie.
night
That
of.
show
Oh,
fucked me
yeah.
up.
No,
Oh.
that got me
It's
scared not
Riz
to ever go to
Ahmed
prison.
and old boy from Do the Right Thing. He's a young guy in that, but he's also in Transformers, and the robot pees on him. You know who I'm
so
talking about?
It's like a 10-episode miniseries. It's just like he's just like this normal kind of
John
guy.
Turturro. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
John Turturro. He's just like this normal kind of kid, and he goes on a date with this girl.
Hold on.
And
Can I just? He's a Muslim kid who doesn't fucking party, but like he lives in New York and he
Okay,
wants
yeah,
to party.
yeah, yeah,
and he
that's
goes
true.
out and he
That
does
is
party and he
important. That
hangs
is
out with this white girl who was like white girl fucking wasted. That's the extra
No,
perks.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. That is important. And they ended up doing like a bunch of drugs, and he like blacks out, but the next morning she's like dead,
that
like
tracks.
violently dead, and
Oh, God.
and he's the only person. So the
And
whole
he's a
thing,
Muslim kid in New
the
York.
whole thing
Yeah.
is the whole
Yeah.
Bruh.
But no, the whole thing is about his trial, but also a commentary on like how sometimes putting somebody in prison makes them worse. Because like he's like this totally normal kid at the beginning, and then he goes to Rikers, and he's because like the trials take years.
Yeah.
So he's just in there waiting, and in the meantime, he just
And Michael K.
and-
Williams is in there, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Look, kid,
Omar's in there.
Omar's in there, and he's like, "Listen, I will protect you, but you're gonna have to eat a lot of dope and shit it out later. Like they're gonna kill you in this bitch. You understand that? You're fucking like, come on, dog. People think you killed this little white girl. Like you gonna die like tomorrow. He's like, I got you, but." You gonna have to eat a lot of fucking heroin, dog. Like a
wild,
lot.
dude. It's a wild.
And so he's
wild
like,
miniseries.
bro, he's like sitting there swallow these things, and he's like, yeah, poop it out later. And it's like, bro, like this dude was just like a kid, and you know if this would have happened to a Brock fucking Turner type, who is a rapist, let's not
Yes,
forget,
100%.
that he'd have been like, oh, we'll just let you out, and like we'll just watch you, it'll be fine. But they're like, no, you got to go to fucking Rikers, and bro, day one he get like by the time he gets out, he's like he's fucked for life. Like he's gonna probably be all right, but
he's
he's
Jesse Pinkman by the time he gets out. Like,
he's just hard, dog. He was like,
Well, damn.
oh, I want to go on a party. I want to go out and live life. And he came back and he's just like, here's some shit.
don't do drugs.
Life's real now.
Don't do it.
Yeah, how do we get there?
I don't know.
We started talking about a
ADHD.
movie.
I don't know.
Were we? But anyway, oh yeah, no, jobs. Yeah, so like, is there any
Yeah.
like old jobs? I don't know, like when you were a kid. Like, I guess, what did you want to be when you grew up is the question.
Well-
I used to want to be a vigilante.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
For After Dork, that there is a city where that phenomenon took place
Oh,
with
yes.
costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Is it? Are we thinking of the same city?
Probably
I don't know where
The
like,
guy-
name of
something
the city's not
Jones?
going to-
Oh no.
the guy's name was something.
Well,
Jones.
it happened here too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, there was
no.
a brief period of time where downtown Indianapolis had its own like vigilante who was like, "Don't touch that woman."
Like for real?
Yes.
What for real?
Yeah, I remember a news story on this shit. I'll have to look it up. I'll have
That
to.
is dope.
This will be.
I
fun.
mean,
Why don't we have
is-
more of that? That would save the city.
Would it save the city? Because they got this thing that they recently invented called gun. And
yeah, a lot of villain superpowers.
yeah, right. Most villain superpowers are. I'm sorry. Did you ask me to
man.
stop robbing this person?
Okay, that's the next video. I'm gonna compile. It's a saga. that
Actual
happened.
human superhero people like
The-
vigilantes.
It's a saga that happened a few years ago, and there's a lot of twists and turns. And
Yeah.
Oh man.
I feel like being a vigilante's your only actual way to. You're just gonna get shot.
Yeah,
No,
at
but
some
you could
point.
have a gun too.
then that's
Then
just
you're
murder.
a murderer.
Yeah, that's just
You're
murder.
not
But
a
then we're
vigilante.
just having a shootout downtown.
No, but are you a murderer if you take out bad people?
Yes.
But cops do that.
You know,
They're
somebody could
murderers.
break into your house and you could kill them, and then you go to jail for that.
That's
What?
only in Florida, right?
No, that's
hold on.
in a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
places. That's
The-
in a lot of places.
because of Castle Doctrine in most places. If someone
Maybe
breaks
not
into
here
your house,
because it's Indiana, but there's a lot
I'm
of
about to say,
states.
it's not in
There's a
Indiana,
lot of
though.
states where like you can get in trouble for harming the robber.
we'll have to
I've heard
double
of
check
it-
on that.
I've heard of it happening before, but
I
I've
thought that
heard
was.
a lot of
I knew that happened in Florida, but I didn't know that.
No, Florida. If you motherfucker, if you step in someone's
Florida is-
yard in Florida,
no.
they can gun you down.
Yeah, no,
dog.
Florida is red.
Yeah.
Florida, you can
somehow
get into
But
an
didn't
argument with someone in Florida,
didn't
see what
somebody
happens.
Get
Somehow
trouble
they're-
for like defending themselves in Florida or something like that.
No.
I don't know if it was
Um,
Florida, but someone did get in trouble for killing someone in their house. Like the person broke into their house, they shot that person. That person lived and then sued them.
See, that's the problem. Is that
Yeah,
person
the
lived?
person lived.
If someone breaks into your house and you kill them, you're probably going to get away with it. Not get away with it. You're just going
I mean,
to.
yeah, you're just
If you shoot a person and they survive, then they're going to be like, "Oh, you didn't use deadly force. You didn't have the right to," and they can literally sue you because of that. In America, 100%, if you pull your gun out on someone, it is in your best interest to kill them. The same goes for the police. No, I'm dead. I mean, don't do it because it's going to ruin your soul. But for the law, legally, this is why police don't aim for the legs or anything
no
like that.
witnesses.
If a police officer pulls his gun, he needs to think that his life was in danger, and if they pull the trigger, then his life had to have been in danger.
Yeah.
Also, the dead man literally can't argue against that. This is why fatal shootings is a thing.
It's fucked up, but you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because if they can make an argument, they're like, dude, I didn't have anything on me. There's no like he could have pistol whipped me.
Yeah.
he could have done a number of things. Like as you're right. That's because it is about.
It's the same with like brandishing a weapon. If you pull your gun out and brandish it, you can get in trouble for
when
that.
a cop pulls a gun, he's thinking about the court date. he's thinking about what's
Right.
going to be happening in court.
Your best bet is just, I don't know, fucking go limp.
Yeah,
I guess, I don't know.
Lay down.
Don't be black. But
carry
Try
bear
that. Have you tried
mace.
not being black?
right? Have you tried that? Fuck, what was I gonna
Reverse
say?
vitiligo.
Oh yeah. Fun fact, since we're on guns, and I still want to know what you guys want to be when you grow up. Fun fact: Switzerland has the highest amount of gun ownership per capita. So more individuals, own guns in Switzerland than anywhere else in the world. I'm gonna get to it. In America, we have more guns in general. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, people.
there's
own,
people
like,
in this room right now that don't own a gun.
Yeah.
Kind of not the case in Switzerland. So in Switzerland, if you get one, I think there's like mandatory military something where everyone pretty much gets a gun,
it's
and they
like
get
2
trained
years.
very hardcore. And they have a lot of gun clubs, and the gun clubs shoot over highways
Huh?
Why are they shooting over highway?
because that's just how the range works out. So there's a range where you shoot over a highway, but listen, you're up so high and the highway's down so low, and you shoot prone, like laying down, that there's no way you can hit the cars on the highway. And so there's a guy who's there, and he's like, well, what if I stood up to like shoot at a car if I wanted to? And he's like, you just don't. Like, no one does that. You wouldn't do that. Like the amount of
Why would
training it takes to get the gun, the amount of time you put in, the amount of this and that. He was like, standing up and shooting down at a fucking gun club is the equivalent of like going to a gun range in America and like shooting sideways. He's like, you just
What do you
like,
mean
don't-
sideways?
like shooting at the person next to you. It's like you wouldn't do that. Although in America, I'm pretty sure someone probably has, but like, you're just
Yeah,
like,
that's what I think.
this shit's like, it's literally unheard of. And if you're lying
I do
down,
get
there's no
nervous even
way.
going to just like gun ranges, man. I'm just like checking out everybody's body language. I'm like, okay, that guy looks.
Someone
like he's
always
tense.
has something like wildly illegal.
There's always
But
one super tense guy, and I'm just like, maybe
I
should-
did watch the Johnny
maybe I
Harris
should
video,
maybe I should come
QPL,
back.
and several other ones too about it. So it's just super interesting that they have a gun culture there where that the people are very into guns, but they don't have the same gun problems that we have because of the R word. Regulations. Anyway,
regulations and training.
also,
like they have like a respect
They're
for
more
the.
chill there. Like they know, like they're peaceful. Here we're not that
peaceful? Switzerland?
Aren't they neutral?
They were neutral because they were willing to blow up every single fucking highway leading into that bitch. They have a crazy fucking armed forces. They got a crazy air force. Literally, Switzerland was like, the only reason we're neutral is because if you come to Switzerland, we're going to collapse mountains and live in them forever.
Every country.
Literally, Switzerland had bombs like in the mountains and in the fucking dams and shit.
What country I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of Switzerland. It's just that the story is Switzerland is neutral. But like, why? How? Hitler wanted Switzerland. They were like, you not coming here. They weren't just like, oh, hum, drum, drum. We're going to do peace during the wartime. They were like, bitch, it's mutually assured. Fuck everybody if you come over here. Like,
so they're willing to kill their own people?
No, they were going to like, they have bunkers in mountains. They were going to essentially bury the fucking country and go underground. Like,
that's dope.
They were going to blow up all the roads, dude. Like, they were still decommissioning bombs like not that long ago. They were going to fucking.
Hey, I didn't know that. I thought Switzerland was like, no.
Every country has like a nuke button. Switzerland is like island.
Right, island. Where did Switzerland go? Like, we haven't seen that. They were gonna go underground like dwarfs, dog. They were like, they were prepared on some wild shit.
I mean, good for them though. That's not a bad thing.
I want to go.
Just blow up the highway and then run to the mountain. Fuck you.
Right? Like, you can never take us. Fuck y'all.
Right. I mean, America's thing is that we'll just all drop down to the Rocky Mountains. I think that's where like a lot of
all the rich people.
No, like even the government, the central government could move to. There's a place, and I think it's in Wyoming. Anyway, job. What was your job you wanted to do when you grew up?
So it doesn't have to phase out.
It doesn't have to phase out. This is what I wanted to. I want to know what Lil Pat wanted to be.
All right. Well, I always wanted to be a pilot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wanted to fly those big ass. Because like I like going to the airports. I like being in planes. Now as I got older, I don't like planes, but I like going to the airport still. Because now I feel like younger, the airplanes were like a lot bigger, more spacious. Now it's more crammed. So
you were just smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You go back to high school. You're like, dude, they shrink this bitch.
Right?
Nah, I just I always want to be a pilot, but I don't have good eyes to be a pilot. So
okay.
Oh yeah.
Mickey?
You can go be a
G
pilot,
dang
can't you?
cataracts. This is a job that got phased out. It's not what I wanted to do when I grew up, but I always wanted to work at a video rental like Blockbuster.
Oh, that would have been dope.
Dude, I wanted to work at a Blockbuster, dude.
Our colors are blue and yellow. We are Blockbuster.
Right. Yeah, I think that would have been cool. Because every time I went to Blockbuster, I don't know why, but I was like, man, the people that work here must be having so much fun. But I was also a kid. But now looking back, I can recall the dead look in their eyes. Like,
But I mean,
if you watch like the
Actually-
Blockbuster documentaries or anything like that, bro,
Actually,
everyone that worked there loved that shit.
actually, I would have rather worked at Family Video.
yeah.
Hollywood.
I did on Hollywood too. I just remember like we all I assume we all like movies and shit. Like we would have been like really big in movies. You spend a lot of time watching movies. You essentially would build the same kind of skill set that we have now to be able to sit around and fucking yak about movies.
Honestly, the few opportunities that Matt got me with like doing PA work on sets, if this didn't work out, I probably would have just like kept doing that. Like that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun like doing. I mean,
What, a Mexican Sublime?
Not specifically being a PA, but like
Something in the industry.
there was a pipeline to like. But I mean, like you could start as a PA, and if you just learn your way around a set and just network, like you can work your way from a PA to like other positions.
So I super remember this, and I remember the day, and I remember it very well of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was like outside. I was a dumb kid practicing with a rake, like stepping on it. And my mom was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I want to be a cartoon when I grow up." And
I was like, were you trying to do the Looney Tunes thing?
I was the Shy Show Bob when he keeps stepping on the rakes. That shit is like one of my favorite bits. And I was like, "I want to be a cartoon when I grow up." And she was like, "You can't be a cartoon." And I was like,
"You're dashing my dreams."
Yeah, I was like, she was like, "You can't." She's like, "You can voice cartoons though." So voice work would be super cool. I still have that ability. I just haven't started working on it. But
instead of like
voice a cartoon,
vigilante, something that would have paid, I wanted to be someone who researched bugs or a marine biologist.
Ooh,
bug boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was
You
really,
like bugs? I never knew that.
Dude, me and I don't know if you guys. Well, you guys didn't know Eric. Me and Eric used to go around just collecting bugs all the time. My mom hated it. I'm bringing like praying mantis in the house, and she's like, she's like,
I would have I would have been mad.
Now
about
bugs
that.
are cool though.
yeah.
You know, they don't bother me as much now, but that's just because I think life has beaten me in other ways that I'm just like,
You're
just ready.
Here's like a bee
it's like
sting. Why
bugs.
not?
Bugs used to be a problem, but it's just like after experiencing adulthood, you're just like, hey, what's up? What's
You
up,
should come live at our house because
little
it's
fella?
covered in earwigs. There's
Yeah,
so
no.
many fucking earwigs.
Why
I didn't
you-
get cold enough for them to die last winter, so
Yeah.
like they've got like plus 10 on their population. And it's like, you got, like, at first I was like, okay, I'll just usher them outside. And then I was like, okay, I'll just ignore them. And now I'm like, well, earwigs, I'm sorry, guys. If you touch me, you're dying. That's just the new rule now. I guess someone's got to do it.
Isn't that crazy? Like, how much murder have we committed in our lives?
I mean, those are bugs. Bugs don't count.
Life is
See,
a life.
that's exactly what aliens think about us.
Yep.
Well,
Three body problem.
Problem.
You fucking nerd. All right. All right. So we're gonna talk about dead internet theory because it's a whole thing.
Dead internet.
Dead internet theory. It's some people think that it's dying for reasonable reasons, and so I'm gonna explain it to you.
Can you give me a definition of dead internet theory? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So this is gonna be like a cursory definition. So you guys remember? All right. Let me ask you this: can you count on your hand how many websites you go to daily?
1, 2, 3. Like basically the same website.
Yeah, like no, I mean like how many websites do you visit per day?
A lot.
That's a lot.
I mean,
Give me a fucking number. Give me an estimate.
I would say
let's go with 12.
less than
20?
less than
less
10.
than 20, I think.
Less than 10.
Less than 10? You visit 20 websites a day?
Yeah, because I do differently. At least 10 of them is like your emails, your banking.
Websites. I'm talking about like
yeah, websites.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
mean,
through
No,
different,
no,
like,
no,
news
no,
articles
not
and shit.
not
I'm going
emails.
through different,
Those are like personal things. Like
yeah,
like,
if it's your
yeah, but-
email or your bank account, exclude that. I'm talking about like actual websites.
What,
like
like,
Amazon, like
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, I do that.
So, well, 12 though, regardless,
so
right?
like Amazon, YouTube. I'm on Game Rant a lot. I go to IGN.
Bleacher Report, ESPN.
Damn,
Okay.
You guys actually
So,
peruse the
there's
internet.
like
Forex Factory.
Yeah.
So,
Robin Hood, E-Trade. I do, yeah.
the theory is that interactions amongst humans are going down on the internet and interactions with bots are going up because it's super easy to make bots, right?
100%.
Each of us could learn how probably in the next 2 weeks to make a bot that can fucking comment on whatever. We've seen the rise of the bot comments.
I don't think I could do that.
I think you could. I think
could.
it's less
It's
hard than you
super
think it
super
is.
easy. It's
Why
super
would you?
easy.
Because I don't know why. Fuck. At this point, I think bots are making bots. Like
No, they
it's
are.
like
They are.
the robot problem where it's like you make one robot that can self-replicate and eventually after 10 years everything's robots because that robot. So like if we all took off the internet tomorrow, if everybody on planet Earth decided not to send any messages to anybody on the internet, there would still be comments. There would still be bots talking with bots. I've been on Twitter and seen the bot fucking thing that's just like a generic thing and then bots replying to it in it.
And the bots know that like negativity works more for engagement. So like a lot of the trolls that you experience are probably not real. You're probably just like
I'm confused.
arguing to the ether.
Confused about?
For a bot to work,
Uh-huh.
doesn't a human got to make a bot to survive off of a human's computer, off of human's electricity?
They just need a
Not
server.
one- not one
Sure,
server.
they do. We're
Yeah,
not turning off the electricity. We're
it's
just
like
not going on the internet.
subscriber farms. Like
How can a bot create another bot?
AI.
You make it create it.
Yeah.
AI.
So you had to tell the bot to create another bot. A bot doesn't have its own brain. It's
no,
like, I'm going to go create
No,
there is a such thing as self-replicating code.
Yeah, you tell it, hey, you write a piece of code into a bot or whatever.
It's an initial algorithm that a human makes.
So then who's this
but once
human
you
that's
turn
doing
it
that? Is it
on-
like YouTube people making these
I don't
bots?
know. We don't know who's doing it or
honestly,
why. Maybe somebody just wants to see if they can.
I won't get too political, but the big reason why we're here right now is Russia was very much invested from 2016 onwards to like a lot of the discourse that you see online. You go to Instagram and it could be like a cat video, and then you go into the comments and for some reason someone's like Biden's economy. You know, it's like all that shit. Like we have a lot of discourse in this country because of bots and misinformation and people arguing with themselves online.
And a part of misinformation campaigns is also over information, just to flood things. So the reason why I was asking this is because like the internet is this wide, vast place, but most people go to the same handful of things over and over again, right? Less than 20 websites. You visit them all the time. I visit the same shit.
probably visit
Sometimes
like
I get
5.
off an app just to get back on that app because I'm like, I get on
I do
Instagram
that-
now
I do that a
and
lot.
See, like the. Go ahead.
and because of the rise of like algorithmic things, like when I'm on my Instagram, I'm often like, damn, like I don't see my friends posting shit anymore. Like I scroll through Instagram and it's like, who is this?
Because it doesn't
What is
show
this?
you your friends.
Yeah, it's giving me algorithm shit, right? And so you get bots making shit for bots making shit for people. You get the algorithm, and it's like the more things that are on the internet, eventually, because they can be, because it's essentially infinite, big quotes there, but like people even online are being replaced by like interactions that aren't with other people. So the dead internet theory is just that like after a while, 10 years from now, but probably faster, that it'll be less people on the internet and mostly bots.
And you're so fucking right. My Instagram used to be I get to see all my friends shit. Now all I just see is other people like not even people that I know. It's just like
so what the fuck is this?
It might
just follow less people.
It might not be a bad
If you only want to see your friends, just follow only your friends.
No, but that's why. No, my thing. I only follow my friends. But then, like, when you go on Reels and you interact with those things, now the logarithm just shows me shit that
you still like. Once you interact
that
with
part's
anything.
supposed to though.
No, but like your
have
feed
you,
though. Like,
I'm talking about my feed, like not
even
the
your feed.
Not when you go into real.
Like I will see my friends, but like not as often as
I feel like how many people do you guys follow?
I follow a lot,
quite a bit.
Yeah, that's why your feed is full of a lot of bullshit. How many people do you actually know that you follow that you want to look at?
Okay, but this is what I mean. This is right here. Like I'm getting a thing from somebody I don't follow.
Yeah.
And so I'll keep scrolling down.
Yeah, there's a lot of
the
that.
advertisements.
No, it's not an advertisement. It's just maybe it is. Maybe it's like it's a boosted post. Yeah.
Can you turn off the?
I will see if I can turn off boosted posts. Here's another one that isn't an advertisement. It's just says suggested for you. Like it's and so like with that like they're doing the TikTok.
Turn off your suggestions.
I'm about to see that, but they're doing the TikTok algorithm where like those things are being posted, but also on YouTube too as well. Like when I used to get push subscribers, but now when you go to YouTube, essentially the front page is a For You page. I started learning how to run better. And so I looked up 2 videos about running, and now every single thing on my fucking For You page is about running. It used to be photography and music, which was like the things I want to look at. And like the internet is trying to curate shit for you, but because of that, it's kind of fucking itself.
It is kind of wild. I was watching porn the other day and it had a suggestion for me. I was like,
a suggestion?
How do you
where?
know? How do you just have on porn? I was like, how do you just have suggestions for my porn? This is supposed to be private. I thought I was in
which website do you use? Because I have a question.
XNXX.com. Because Pornhub is actually.
Hey, you look at the thumbnail, you're like, God damn it, you're right.
Yeah. Well, now it's like I'm looking at the suggestions. Like I don't know who you guys are fucking getting this information from.
One last thing, my idea.
Yeah.
So like you know how we have a thumbnail guy for our YouTube? Is there like a thumbnail guy for porn?
No.
Or does porn create his own thumbnail?
Probably.
As Chris says, he was going to look up porn live on the
yeah.
internet.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Maybe I will. I do have this question.
Okay.
Do you guys? Does anybody occasionally use Pornhub?
I occasionally use
Have you gotten a commercial from the guy who's like, "You guys want to buy good weed in Indiana?"
Yeah,
bro.
Hey,
what the fuck, no? I'm over here like, I'm about to watch this whole commercial. Excuse me, sir. Buy what from where now?
Also, I don't know. Doesn't he also like? We know this guy. Like he looks very familiar.
He do look familiar.
As fuck. Like I feel like I've seen him before.
I'm over here naked from the waist down. I'm like, I swear I know this dude.
Right? You're just like, wait a minute.
Hold on, James. Honestly, I'm gonna buy weed from this guy.
Nah, man, it's a setup. Dude.
I don't care.
It's an undercover, man.
I don't care. They got me. I want to know what's gonna happen.
You're gonna get departed, bro.
I'm not gonna. I'm just
send it to a PO box.
When I don't show up on a Friday, it's because I got arrested for buying weed from Pornhub. Hey, you guys live in Indiana, and I guess you want to buy good. It's gonna be Delta 9, is what it's gonna be, or it's gonna be some.
Delta 9 is the weed that's not legal here. It's not legal to smoke.
What? No, I thought they had Delta 9. I've smoked Delta 9 at a place in town.
Oh, okay, maybe.
What?
Also, you know what's also legal now? So on my Instagram, you can buy shrooms and shit like that.
Yeah.
What?
I did not know that. Like in the legal shrooms.
Hold on,
well, I mean,
in Indiana?
you have to be careful with certain companies because like it could be some companies are using like research chems.
I use some Delta 9.
So
I don't want it.
It's artificial compounds that.
It's not natural shroom.
Yeah.
Okay, they're making it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, we got into a point now where they're like, drugs are illegal. Buy drugs on porn, and it's like, guys.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do anymore.
Right? Yeah, like I'm just so curious. I want to know if I order it, does a cop just come to my house and he's like, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker, bro. You really bought drugs from the Pornhub? And I'll be like, dog, I just needed to know. And he's like, it's got to be a citation at best. I'm not going to buy that much. I'm going to buy like a dime.
Do you think you would have been a good porn director or cinematographer, or do you think you would have been lost in the rigmarole of like wanting to make it look like like super artsy?
Do you know? I've
thought about this.
As a brief aside, there is a woman. She's Spanish. Her name is Erica Lust. There was a clip of an Erica Lust porno on one of the Crocodile Tears, the episode of Black Mirror from season 3, and me and Marquetta both freaked out because we recognized it was Erica Lust. She makes her thing is called like Lust Cinema, and she like gets different couples will write like their fantasies, and she shoots it, and she does it in a way that is really good, very artistic. It is possible to make artistic porn. It costs like so you can buy like the movies per or whatever, but if you went to her website, I think it was like $100 for a year.
What is
get,
artistic porn?
It just, bro, it looks so
just
good.
like-
Doesn't porn look good regardless?
No, porn.
Nah,
They just
man.
shoot it on a cell phone,
Yeah, bro.
man.
Nah,
It's
you
like,
just got like Brad with a JVC like in the corner. Like, nah, man. We're talking like cinematography.
so you're talking about using these kind of cameras.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Hey guys, for this doggy style scene, I'm thinking about a 4-quadrant shot. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's old school porn used to be like that.
old school porn did try
I
to
want
do
the
movies,
butthole
but
in
then
the lower right.
we went away from it, and now porn is like content now,
Yeah.
right? It's like, yo, grab the cell phone,
Yeah.
put it on the head rig,
Yeah,
or just
yeah.
hold it.
Yeah.
And like, and I mean, that shit's fine, but like, yeah, dog, I would want to make artistic porn. Like, this is my
To
end
answer your
goal.
question, he would definitely do it.
Yeah, 100. My end goal is to have an OnlyFans where I'm like, I drop one every 2 weeks, and it is just
Like
classy.
Spielberg work.
Just,
Like, you get
I
to the
would go
point
off
where
lighting,
He's the Spike Lee of
gels,
porn.
storytelling.
you have a gaffer on set. Like,
God.
That's what old
like
school
it's
porn
gotten
used
to
be
that
like.
point
They
where
used
you
a
like you have to
mic guy.
admit to yourself, I need a crew. We can't do this. Like,
Yeah, I just so like Erica Lust, and there's a lot of documentaries about her too, and the stuff that she makes. Like, it is good. It does cost money because obviously she's putting fucking work into it. But like, yeah, it's good and it's artistic, and it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to watch. I mean, it's hot too. You can jerk one, but you're also like, damn, bro, like y'all really did that.
all right.
Y'all telling a little story. All right, I might sit down and get a
I'll
little
look this up
popcorn.
later.
I'll butter it myself. I'm sorry. So that's dead internet. Yeah, so the internet's possibly dying. What do we do without it? I don't know. We all go outside again?
Okay,
Is it
so
just the 90s?
I think I feel like that's kind of what's starting to happen. A lot of younger people are talking about like off-grid living, and like foraging is coming back. People are growing their
Shout
own.
out to the Black Forager.
Like gardening is like huge right now. Like, I mean, I feel like there is a flip, because like it can only go, you know, one way or the other. I mean, and because like, yeah, even with like smartphones, like I don't do apps or anything anymore. I just use this for YouTube. Like, that's all I do. Like, I don't like the whole notion of apps, like the novelty. But like, yeah, back in the day, we used to go on so many different websites. Like, there were all those like game websites. You know, like
You don't go to. I still go to that. You say gang or game?
game.
God, I hope you aren't on game.
You're on
Are you
gang
on
websites.
gang websites?
Well, I
Tell us
What are
about
you on?
them.
What are you on? Crips.com.
I would like to know.
No, it's Crips.blood, obviously. It's a very confusing website.
Crips.gov.
No, it's bloods.bomb. Bloods.bomb is
But Spidey and Pat, you guys feel slightly different. That like you're actually using the internet.
Yeah,
as it is
I feel
intended.
like I use the internet a lot. Like I mean, like I'm with you. I'm probably not using apps like I used to do apps in the back in the day. But I'm on Google. And I have ADD brain, so when I think of something, I'm Googling something, and then I do my
Man, you should make a Reddit.
make a Reddit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I feel like Reddit.
Pat's Reddit?
Reddit would be your jam.
I don't know about that. I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
It's just a forum. It's
get
exactly
on
what you're
Ask
describing. You pick a topic, and then it takes you down a rabbit hole, and then it's like 4 hours later, and you're like, I know so much about the history.
Yes. Okay.
I know so much about the
I thought
history
you
of
told me to make
Parmesan
my
now.
own Reddit. It's like I don't know if I could do that.
No.
Like, make a Reddit account is what it
Oh
is.
yeah, I have a Reddit account. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I go down like there was a period where I knew everything and everything about credit card points. Like I know whose airline partners are for which credit card and all that shit. Like I went down.
It's a very Pat thing to know. I feel like.
That thing changes every year too.
It's good.
Yeah, there's parts of me that wonder where we're at internet wise and like how it's gonna go. The internet to me, and this is my experience, just feels smaller for whatever reason. Like it used to feel bigger. I used to feel more connected with people. It feels smaller. It's probably the sites that I'm on, and I know this is a me thing, but like I don't know. I just think about like how much is outside, and this also ties into the thing we talk about later with them banning phones in schools, and they were like, yeah, like fucking. The hallways are loud again, and I was like, "Hold on, what? Hallways aren't loud?" Like,
Yeah.
It's
pretty. Yeah.
I mean,
right?
think
You're
about
right.
it. Bro. We had like Texas Instrument calculators, and that was almost like we got to get these kids.
yeah,
because
because we're playing video games on that.
I was just
Yeah.
playing Centipede, and it was just like,
For my senior year, almost every day, I brought in a boombox that I got at Radio Shack with a fucking. I burned a CD that had "Who Run It" by 3 6 Mafia on that motherfucker. Just the instrumental on repeat, and I would bring that bitch into school every morning
you didn't
playing
get in
"Who Run
trouble?
It." Hell no, because I was the shit, bro. Who run it? Bam, bam, bam.
We wouldn't get in trouble at HSC.
The whole
3
story
6
was some of the
Mafia.
oldest shit I've heard since that stuff could happen. This nigga said He got a boombox from Radio Shack. He burned a CD. Then he took it through school burning 3-6 Mafia. Bro, what?
Look, man, there was a peak in history where like peak 3-6 Mafia also coincided with car culture where subwoofers in the trunks were like a big thing.
Oh my god!
And 3-6 Mafia was the best subwoofer.
And for whatever reason, all the Latinos were drawing clowns on stuff, and I was super into it. I was very the lowrider culture clowns. You remember like the gangster ass Mexican clowns? Bro,
was it maybe insane clown posse type?
No. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking cholo clowns,
like the lowrider shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I love lowriders. I always wanted fucking hydraulics in my car.
Still do that,
man. The first time Marquetta saw that shit, she was like,
"Why?"
Her brain exploded in pure American nonsense. She was just like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit, it got the switches." She was like, "Well, She's like, "Whoa, what's happening? Why is the car bouncing?" And I was like,
"Where you like the competition is to see which car can jump the highest."
No, someone was just riding through with a straight scraper. Like we were like over in Brightwood or something. Somebody came by. Oh shit!
That is so
boom,
cool.
scraper.
Honestly, that's dying. I have barely seen that shit now.
Oh yeah,
still around.
Yeah, well, yes, further on the West Coast, more on the West Coast.
You guys remember all these cholo clowns? This was a whole
I remember
thing.
That shit, yeah.
I was into it. I was drawing Mexican clowns with fedoras for some reason. I don't know why.
I wish Pimp My Ride was still around. I would get my car.
There's something brand new that just came out that basically is Pimp My Ride, and I forget what it is.
Cool My Car.
So, wait. So how do you guys feel about the banning the cell phones? Do you think it's a step backwards?
I think it's a good thing.
I also think it's a good thing, but we don't live their lives, you know. Maybe cell phones are more necessary now than because like it's usually like you gotta
I'm about to be on the oldest shit I've ever been on.
No, I'm with you, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Like usually we talk about these things and like you have to kind of adapt with the circumstances. But I mean, I agree. This is a fucking you can't learn with this thing.
No, plus people are cheating in school with cell phones. You're
oh yeah, you got ChatGPT and stuff too. Yeah.
Personally, my very, very hot take is that, like, this is for me. This is just for me. I think using your GPS all the time is fucking making you dumber.
Oh, I do that, though.
Like, you got to know your way around the city.
But can I tell you one thing, though? Here's the reason why you use the GPS. Because you don't know traffic, and GPS tells you about traffic, and then you can avoid those traffic.
I'm damn near a taxi driver. When I see traffic kicking up, I got 6 alternative routes in my head. I'm not saying everybody needs to do that, but, like, I don't like being lost. And I don't like depending on my GPS all the time. Sometimes you're in the middle of nowhere, like, I need to, if I'm on the highway, I can usually be like, all right, bet. Like, if I see a state road that's got numbers on it, I'm like, okay, that state road, I know where that leads based off of the fucking numbers.
The highways are easy to learn. Like, for me, I can.
Full boomer.
Like, for me, long distance destinations are easier to remember because there's a lot of highways and those are easy to remember. Yeah. But if I'm going from point A to point B, like within downtown, I lived in downtown for so long, I never learned it. I don't know what's what, dude. I couldn't.
Most streets
it's just
the same
squares.
Street you're looking for.
And that's what I did sometimes. I just drove around till I found it. You know?
I remember going.
Just aimless.
Did you not go like you went to IUPUI, so you kind of had to like. Use
I didn't go to IUPUI.
Used to hang out at IUPUI. I just found out we didn't go to school together like 2 years ago.
I just loitered.
No, but like I remember going to IUPUI like twice. I did MapQuest my thing, and then after that I just like figured myself around.
Yeah.
And then, but now for me, I use it, and I really don't use it that much. But like if I use it, I'm trying to figure out traffic.
And I'm not giving people shit for it. I'm just saying, like, Spidey, you ride your bike downtown, like you and your fucking GPS when you're like, you just know how to get around.
I have it on for. I guess I do have it on just in case if I'm going to your house, something like that. But I know the way, so.
Yeah, who knows the way?
Hey man, I just thought of a really good video idea.
Yeah,
we would need some young people, some Gen Zers for this, you know.
I got some.
But like it's like a scavenger hunt competition, but we give them like old school shit to work with. So it's like you got to drive to this destination, but we give them printed out MapQuest directions. Okay, and when they get there, there's a cell phone, and they have to send a message to somebody, but it's an old
T9. Yeah, struggle.
T9, and then I don't know. We'll come up with some other goofy shit, but like that could be super fun.
So T9, they gotta learn how to burn a CD.
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
Dude.
They're like, do what to a what now? No, this is petty.
Yeah.
All right, go use a rotary phone, print a record.
You have to embed HTML. No, you have to embed HTML into your MySpace page.
Ooh. All right, but look, so the cell phone thing, apparently they've been putting them in those lock pouches that they give you at like concerts. Some places have been doing it, some schools. And so when you go to school, you put it in a lock pouch, and they're like, parents are like, what if I need to contact my kid? And they're like, well, call the school, like we used to, right? There's a there's a landline in like almost all classrooms.
But there's also,
I like that.
Don't play the devil's advocate. I think also cell phones, it would be also beneficial for kids to have. Let's say something happens at the school, they could communicate to each other.
So here's the thing. If there's a fucking something happened, we're talking about school shooting, right?
Yeah.
I saw this on DeFranco, and they were like, yeah, if there's a school shooting happening, the last thing you need is people on their phones. Everyone needs to be hiding quietly, ideally.
But how would you know? Like,
there's a notification system throughout the school if there's a shooting.
Oh, that is also true. Or how about like this for another example?
Uh-huh.
Let's say like for HSC, there's like
you have to have the
different
mic.
schools. Oh, there's 4 different schools on one row, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say something happens at one school.
Uh-huh.
And people could be able to text each other that way because they won't get any.
The school typically tells you. It's like if there's a fire at one school or
their phones.
Oh, the teacher. Yes, true.
Yeah, teachers still have their like all of the information still travels. It still runs. I just think I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I have an opinion on it because like I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't get my cell phone until 2007, the year that I graduated. I've had the same number since. If you know, you know.
Same, me too.
But like. Just when I heard the teacher was like, well, like the hallways are loud again. That's what fucked me up. Just because like when I think about school, the hallways were always loud. We always were interacting with each other. Even like, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it would be super lonely to be like the kid who kind of sucks, who doesn't have a lot of friends, and you're on your phone the whole time, and just like you just go to school and like you're in a bubble.
And by the time your kid is in school, like elementary or like middle school, they're gonna be like fully like integrated, like in the glasses.
Yeah.
Like this is probably
fucking
good.
homeschool.
Like whatever the next leap forward from this is, where carrying a smartphone becomes dumb and obsolete. Like
VR and AR.
Because exactly, it's just integrated into your eyewear or like
That'd be so cool though.
It is.
I mean, they've attempted it, like Google Glasses. I mean, we're getting there. Like,
Yeah, I think it would be cool, but my biggest worry is just that like
Apple
they'll
Vision
put pop-ups.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Just walking around like fucking pizza.
Oh my God, there's actually a really cool book by M.T. Anderson, and it's called Feed. And it's essentially like in the future, everybody has like chips planted into their heads, and it's essentially a cell phone in your head, but the ad thing, like they get hit with ads, like so, like they have
You could just put a pop-up blocker.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I the way forward looks worse and worse, like technology-wise. Like we haven't tried to fix or learn anything. We've only kept doing like Futurama's got a bit about like they go on the internet and they have to fight pop-ups, like and like we have ad blockers now, and they're like, well, we've countered the ad blockers. Like it just feels like I don't know. We haven't really figured out a way forward.
People
so
are
I don't know.
shits.
It's like I feel
People
like
are
if
shits.
the day that we get fucking official actual Google Glass is the day that the malware hits too, and it's just like I'm gonna black out your glasses.
Here's what needs to happen to fix the internet. We need some regulation and some way to fight misinformation. And when you catch someone that's spreading misinformation on a mass scale, they need to be made an example of with like fucking 10, 20 years in prison time.
Prison time?
Absolutely. Like
They didn't hurt anybody.
Yes, they absolutely fucking did. Trump was president one time.
That's Trump. You know, he did that.
Yeah, and it was because of lies and misinformation.
So I mean, like,
so like whoever was spreading that, if we ever caught that person, like
You can't catch them. They're probably outside of the country.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the consequence needs to be like we need to have a one case to be like, okay, we're not fucking around anymore. Like, you know,
like,
especially with these like shitty ass IRL streamers, like they need to go to fucking prison.
Like, how do you catch water though, Doug? Like, there's so much of it. That's the thing, is that like we're at a point now where there's so much. There's so much of the bad stuff on the internet.
So
like,
how do we adapt?
Have you seen the thing where oh my God, there's been different things on different people's. On different YouTubers have had comments being like, hey, if you guys want that real good CP, I hope you guys know what CP stands for because I'm not saying it out loud.
Yep.
man,
The second word is porn, and the first word is something that shouldn't go with porn. Don't say it out loud. Think about it. Look at my hands. Well, little chibis. Smaller people. Okay, cool. So there'll be bots that will be like, bro, I got the good shit. Come over to my fucking site. And like they'll just inundate people's, like, someone's thing will just get hit with like 20 of those, and he's like, I'm fighting these. I'm deleting as many as I can, and they just keep popping back up. Like, how is that? And people are like, damn, dude, I guess you're just okay with this shit being on your profile. And he's like, I am literally fighting it daily. Like, I only have so much time in the day. But because it's a bot, it can always post. Like, how do you how do you stop it?
There are teams of people who are out there, and I only learned this because I was listening to Darknet Diaries. It's like a dark web podcast.
That sounds pretty cool.
Dude, some of the wildest shit. Cybercrime is fucking rampant, and it's wild. But, like, there are people who are in teams dedicated to stopping that stuff. Like, having bots that go and delete those. Having people who are actually setting out feelers to find people that are sitting that shit out. To get them caught, like they're catching predators. They're doing a lot of good shit.
Dark web.
There was a really good and funny hack recently. Everybody's been talking about Project 2025. I'm sure it's. We're not gonna get into that, but look it up. That's what's on the line.
I have no idea what it is. But
oh man,
you really? Okay,
we'll send you a thing.
Let's not get into it. That's not the point here. But the people who came up with Project 2025. They just got hacked by a group of hackers called oh god, it was like it's something gay furries, like just the most troll ass name, but they just leaked a bunch of information on them, like IP addresses, like they doxed the shit out of these motherfuckers. Nice.
So are we gonna get them arrested? Not the people that hacked them, but like the Project 25 people.
Project 2025 isn't doing anything illegal.
Yeah, it's not a crime. Which is wild. It's just a plan for fascism, like just dead in your face.
Well, that tracks.
Yeah,
doesn't it seem like it should
look
kind
up
of be a
Project
crime?
2025. Spread the word. I know you guys hate it when I get political, but I don't care.
No. See, I think
I'm gonna fight for my goddamn country, dude.
I don't think it's bad to it. In fact, maybe we'll dedicate a whole entire episode to diving deep.
I will talk.
Whole entire episode. Everyone's gonna hate.
I'm
we'll just
going to talk about this until the election. It is important. You do the research.
Speaking of, I'm waiting on. I found a way to possibly pay off all of my student loans. It would hurt my entire life. But maybe I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
Give me that tip too.
Oh, it's cool. It's called taking out a big chunk of equity out of my fucking house and stabbing myself in the side.
Yeah, that's not good.
No,
that's
it's not.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
I thought you found a hack.
Well,
I thought you had a good idea.
it's what it feels like a bad idea. So maybe Joe Biden's senile ass is just gonna be like, all students forget. Bro, motherfucker called Zelensky Putin. Zelensky was like.
he corrected himself.
He did. I'm just He's hurting me.
Look, the only reason I'm defending, I'll defend Biden because he's been an excellent president.
I think his team has been good.
Okay.
Him or his team, either or.
You mean like all presidents? You think
no,
you think any president does anything single-handedly? Like no shit, his administration is involved.
But Biden's not coming with his ideas.
Look, this is why we're gonna lose. Okay, because here's the thing: Republicans are backing a fucking felon and an adjudicated rapist, and you know how big MAGA is? 14% of our population. It's not that big. They're winning because they are targeted and focused, and they are about their message. Meanwhile, Democrats are cannibalizing ourselves. This is our guy. We need to fucking get behind him. Okay, I'm sick.
I'm gonna do it. I just hate it.
I know.
Mickey, I'm giving you 30 seconds on the timer. Go.
Okay, I know that everybody's concerns are valid, but I think that a lot of the information that people get is not the whole picture. You need to look at Biden's record, his administration's record, and
infrastructure,
see what he's done. Our economy is doing better than ever. Inflation is starting to reverse slowly. We've impacted the literal world economy. And
we're draining money out of Russia's pockets.
And here's the thing: if you're worried about Biden, we got Harris as the backup. A vote for Biden is a vote for Harris. Get behind your dude. Stop fucking cannibalizing the Democratic Party. It's time to get targeted. It's time to get fucking focused.
So I'm just saying, why can't because his team is doing everything, why can't the team find a new face? That's what I want.
That would be good. Hold on.
Because we're 4 months out from the fucking election, dude.
I think we can find a new person still.
Right.
I'd vote for anybody.
No.
I'd vote for any Democrat.
It's not a new person. It would go to Kamala Harris. She's the next in line. We don't like go.
I would also vote for Kamala Harris. Yeah.
But she doesn't say shit.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what
I would vote for a cheese sandwich with a D on it.
She never like.
Have you seen any of her speeches?
Bro, when she doesn't do speeches.
Yeah. Okay. So have you seen?
No.
Okay. So
she doesn't like.
So then you're
every
talking.
time-
So then
every
you're
time
talking.
the news talks about anything, they don't say the Kamala Harris is
Gentlemen, we have passed
do you
the
know
30-second
why?
mark.
And by the way, here's a plot twist for you, America. The CEO of CNN and the CEO for MSNBC are Trump donors. You're getting fed bullshit from both sides. You need to do your own independent research. MSNBC and CNN, they don't lie, but they don't cover the whole fucking picture. Because if they were actually covering the bullshit that's happening, we wouldn't be debating this back and forth. All they give a shit about, all legacy media gives a shit about is ratings. That's all they give a shit
Hey,
about.
that's kind of the whole entire point of Succession.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
rep. We just got to the episode.
Anyways, it's fucking.
And
we're
just
in
to be
danger.
clear,
We are
none
in
of us
danger. We are in
disagree
danger.
with Mickey. Mickey, you have a good point. The election is coming up. We have a duty. I think we'll do a whole episode. We'll do one whole episode on politics.
We need to get behind our dude, bro. We need to get behind our president, who has been. Yes, the Israel-Palestine shit is like that's not,
detrimental.
That's not great, but you can't be like, okay, well, let's give Trump a shot because he's gonna make things better, dude.
No,
like,
I'm not giving Trump a shot.
All
I
right.
want Jill Stein.
We legitimately
Look,
have
man.
to move on from the politics point. I do agree that it's important. I do agree that we do have a platform we can talk about it, and we will. We'll just carve out a whole episode for it. Not that we can't have a little bit in every episode,
Look,
but we're getting there.
tell me when the episode is. I'll come in with good research. In fact, I might even email out to some of those news people because one of them is in Indiana, and it would be
That's dope.
so tight if we could get them on the podcast.
So
I will come in with calm, collected research.
to segue out, you guys are familiar with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Too Short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
E40?
Yeah.
And who am I missing? O'Shea.
O'Shea, Ice Cube's
Ice
son?
Cube. Why can't I think of Ice Cube's name?
wow.
Ice Cube, right? So they're all in a new song. Their car came with Sirius XM, so I was like listening to. It's only got it for a month, but
What's the song?
I forget the name of the song. Oh, hold on, I looked it up. It's on my phone.
Love
But
Sirius XM.
Too Short has a line on there that I wanted to tell you guys about. It's the silliest rap line I've heard all week, which is an idea that I kind of got from the Rap Critic, but he does like silliest rap line. Anyway, the line was they're all just talking about how big and badass they are because it's like, it's the West Coast finest. And this motherfucker says, Too Short's like, if you meet us, you just might poop. You think you
What? What?
He's like, if you ever meet us, you just might poop. You really think you could smoke with Snoop? And I was like, you know what, Too Short? You know what, bud?
What?
It's called Too Big. Featuring
need to
E40, Too Short, and PLO. I swear I heard
need to
Ice
hear
Cube.
this
Oh,
with the
yeah.
beat.
And Mount Westmore, Snoop Dogg, and Ice Cube. Yeah. The song goes hard. Hold on, let's play a little bit. Oh, fuck. It's on only the podcast. People can hear it. Hold on, I have to turn off my fucking podcast
There
thing.
you go.
I'm doing too much. All right, play that shit. You just might poop. I mean,
It's not West Coast.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so go listen to it because it's obviously all the shit we would enjoy. But just the
You
line,
might poop.
if you meet us, you just might poop.
Man.
Too short?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What you do?
It's like, yeah, I said that.
Oh.
That's the bar.
That is the bar. All right, y'all. So we're at the portion of the Talking Normies movie podcast where we are going to talk movies. Oh, before we get into this, it doesn't make sense to save the political episode for November because it's going to be too close. September? You thinking?
Because October would be too close too. Because
October's after the election. October's too late.
We got the
When's the election? Election is
we got the
November.
November.
DNC. We got the DNC.
My bad.
after
It's not
October.
after.
Why don't we coincide it with
Born
the
in
DNC?
November, anyway.
We'll do a
DNC?
They're not even doing a DNC, I don't
DNC
think.
coverage.
I don't think they're doing a DNC.
For real?
I think.
I don't think so. Are they?
They're doing
Well,
an RNC for sure.
RNC already
Let's
happened.
just we'll save it for the first episode in September,
Yes.
and we'll figure out a movie to
let me
couple it with.
let me take the reins on that
Let's
episode.
do
You
Let's-
guys are gonna find out how very little I know about politics.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, because we're just gonna dump
will
on you,
be-
and you'll
yeah.
have to respond.
So what is the
Let me take
DNC?
point. Let me take point, coach. Put me in,
Democratic
coach.
Convention Center.
Put me in,
The-
coach.
Democratic National Convention.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Mickey,
I'm gonna take point. I'll make it good. I promise.
I need to see your notes beforehand.
I promise.
You have a tendency to bulldoze and rant. We need to set it up so that everyone gets a
Our
chance.
country's in danger. I'm passionate.
It
about
is, but we're all passionate about it, and we're all essentially on the fucking same level.
I am going to bring information in a way that I hope will unite us
The right.
with the small voice that we have on the interwebs.
Okay.
You know.
So we'll do that September 1st.
No,
Or the
we
first
should-
podcast in September.
Or we should do it like the weekend of 9/11 that week. You know, it would be better to do that. You know,
Why?
Because 9/11, and then we bring in politics in.
Dude, I'm gonna put together a whole like
July, August.
PowerPoint.
September 6th is kind of the weekend of
All right.
9/11.
There
I'll
we
put
go.
together a Prezi.
You'll put together cool, and we can even get Spencer to show it. But here's the
Like a
thing:
little Canva.
we'll treat it like a debate. Maybe everybody will get a certain amount of time to talk about every little thing.
I have
Yes.
always wanted to do a segment I used to call it to teach an idiot, but I think I'm going to call it something else. But like, we're basically someone who has no idea about something
Yeah.
is being educated on that one thing by the rest of the group. Whoever teaches them the best, they feel kind of wins. I think.
Ooh, you know what?
We can make it a points game.
It's kind of like
You can bring your thing.
spin on drunk explanations.
I'll bring a solid amount of socialism, as I am or want to do, and it's important.
Yeah,
And it's importance in the
so
black
we're gonna have
community.
a left
preparing the
socialism and then
audience that
Pat
we're
will
going to
play
do
the right.
one entire political episode. I think
Well, I
that's-
gotta be on the right.
Pat doesn't have to play
I feel
right.
like
Pat
you know the
just Pat's
information.
gonna bring.
I want to be the third party.
Sure, Pat'll bring third party. Not that's actually really good.
Okay, I
want to walk out of here
I don't
smarter
wa-
politically.
We can be goofy, we can be funny, but I don't want it to be like an unserious thing because like I do want
It's gonna be as serious as we always are.
I do want the messaging to be serious. I don't want to be just memeing. Okay, so like please
Are we gonna have to get a
please-
spray bottle for you?
Please come. I don't know why you guys aren't as panicked as me, man.
Mickey, we are panicked.
Yeah.
My panic is just different.
Okay,
and also,
not you
I
guys.
don't know.
Not you guys. I meant like you guys, as in like the fucking country, dude. I don't understand how we're here, bro.
I have a
don't-
strong,
I don't
solid
get it.
opinion,
I don't
and
get it.
I'm gonna slightly apologize to all of the white folks on the left, but I think they, some people are like, I can't believe this is my country, and it's like, well, guys, it's always been our country. Like, have you? Where the fuck
There are
have you
some
been?
who
at?
are not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those who aren't surprised, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm panicked, but I'm the kind of panicked
No,
that I
but
would have
this
been
is-
That I've
during.
always
This
been.
is different.
Yeah. I've always been.
This is different though. This is like a all out assault. Like at first it was just like idiotic debates with somewhat professional people, but now it's like an all out assault.
Yeah,
Now
but
I
now
feel like
it's
it's
like
been an
now
all-out assault since the first time that dude won.
Spidey,
Yeah.
just wait
Before
just wait
that,
till I
right.
feel you.
Yeah,
in.
even- I mean,
just
it's
wait
like,
till we feel you in.
we're on a road that obviously was going to lead to this. Like, I am
Yeah,
upset,
that-
and
that-
I am
agree,
stressed,
yeah.
and I got a million different things in my head, and I know
I
what I
know.
can do to actually participate in this, which is what we're going to do next September.
you always-
September 6th, the politics episode.
You made me, Chris. You're always telling me to get in the fight.
I am, and no, I'm
fighting.
super excited for this because this is I sincerely want this, but like I know how much I can do, and I know how much isn't all the way in my hands. So we're gonna do what we can do,
Yes.
and I'm here for that. And then I'm prepared for whatever the fucking fight looks like afterwards
I think
because
it's-
I've been a second-class citizen in this fucking country before.
Exactly.
So I'm already ready for some
I've already
bullshit.
been in this situation, so like.
And no, it's gonna like if
it's
Trump wins, I do think it's gonna get worse in a way that we haven't seen before. And I
Bro,
do
no,
think that the
it's-
worst part
it's-
of it would be when he gets to the end of his election cycle, just to see what he's gonna do.
No, but we already know. He's already said it. He's already said
That
it.
what did he say?
A whole entire Trump presidency could be suckish,
He's
and on
not just
on
trying
that
to-
last November, it could be a whole different beast.
He is not just trying to win the presidency. He's trying to turn
President
us
for
into
life.
Russia. Like he will change all of the rules. The immunity ruling from the Supreme Court already gives the
which is
president
crazy.
an insane amount of power. Like that ruling is laying the groundwork for Project 2025.
Yeah.
Like that's
it. I mean, it's
that like the Supreme Court's been like all coy and shit, but this was the first like actual haymaker. This was a gloves off moment. Like
and before we move on, I'll just throw it out to say too that I know you guys never watched Handmaid's Tale because it wasn't up your
that's
alley.
exactly what we're headed
But
towards.
there is the way that the government breaks down in Handmaid's Tale is fucking chef's kiss beautiful.
And
Because you think that it was like, and in Andor too, yeah, you think that it's like this. You think when the government changes over, when your government goes to being whatever it was before to the new thing, that this big war and this big thing, but it's not. It's like these small stepping stones that get you closer and closer and closer to fascism. And then the fascists make the move, which by the time, because I think fascists are cowards, fun fact, by the time they make the move, they know that they're going to win, right? They don't make like a like, oh, this is a big play. They make the move that it's like, look, we got all of the dissidents, all of the people in the government we need to blow up are in one single location. we can blow it up
Like
pretty
Designated
fucking easily.
Survivor.
Yeah, so like they get like, and when the fascists make a move, they'll be guaranteed damn near to win it. It's like literally, this is why we play Secret Hitler. By the time the fascists are all the way out in Secret Hitler, they're already winning. That's why they're out. They stay hidden the entire time, and then finally, when they're like, all right, it's time to make the move, and then fucking boom, they play it, and it's like that's it. Or you know who all the fascists, like, by the time you notice, it's too fucking
They're
late.
making it.
And, like, we can be too late. We can slip into fascism. People think it's not possible in America, but it is. We had a Nazi party during the fucking war.
there, dude.
I
telling you.
have one question. Like, I feel like America's still a capitalist and it runs by corporations. Do you think corporations
Yes.
will allow that?
Yes.
Because isn't
Yes.
corporations
That's literally-
benefit of
They don't
globalization?
That is
have
literally
a choice.
how it happened in Nazi Germany, and that's literally what secession is about. Do you see the giant corporations in secession capitulating to fascists because they're good for business?
And they're
As long as
also-
you keep thinking that capitalism and fascism aren't the same thing. Capitalism allows for fascism.
But like, also capitalism relies on globalization, right? And you need everyone's money.
Yes, but you don't need freedom to make choices in the country for that.
But isn't like money freedom?
No, it's not. You have been lied to. Money is not freedom. You just think
All right,
it is.
let's save it for the epi.
Yeah.
Let's
To the
pivot.
movie.
Let's pivot to the movie.
Paprika. You know how much money
Which
the Jews
I
had
like
during
a
the
lot.
fucking World War II in Germany?
So I think the director has or the animator, he passed away. Because he makes a few other movies. He's one of the,
Satoshi Kon?
yeah, I think he passed away. and he's kind of like Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli.
But like for more adult kind of movies.
Yeah, but
I'll
like,
give you that.
but I'm saying like the style was kind of somewhat similar. But I'm saying like it's one of those where like he everything he makes was a banger.
Did this come out before Inception or after
Yes.
Inception?
Before Inception.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
see the Inception link?
Yeah.
All right, so today we're talking about Paprika. Paprika is a Japanese adult animated surrealist science fantasy psychological thriller filmed and directed by Satoshi Kon. The film is based on a 1993 novel of the same name by Japanese author Yasutaka Tutsi. It is Kon's fourth and final feature film before his death in 2010. The script was co-written by Kon and Seshi Mina Akimi.
I wonder if him and Miyazaki have ever like imagine
They've been in the
those-
same room before, I guarantee it.
But I imagine those two like
Collabing together?
yeah, like,
Oh,
working on something together.
Who also wrote Kon's TV series Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, I've
the
heard
character,
a lot about that.
I think from Hunter. The character designs and animation director was Masashi Ando, known for Princess Mononoke, Spirit Away, and Your Name, which Your Name makes me cry every single fucking time. The music was composed by Kon's frequent collaborator, Susumu Hirasawa, and the art director was Nobutaka, I don't know how I knew that one, Ike, who worked on Kon's works, on all of Kon's works. Japanese animation studio Madhouse animated and produced the film. The Japanese voice cast slaps. And overall, real quick, the movie is about a battle between dream terrorists who steal a device that allows others to share their dreams and causes nightmares for people, and a researcher, psychologist who enters the dream world and changes into Paprika, a dream detective, to investigate the cases.
That was the one. This is one of those movies where I'm gonna have to watch it again to like fully kind of get it, because the change between Paprika and the other woman was still a little confusing to me.
They do a thing towards the end where
Why
they
the-
show her already lying down with the thing. So I think
Yeah.
they're just implying that they cut the part where she lays down and puts it on, and they just give you like a cool transition into her being Paprika.
Got it.
It was like literally because I was thinking the same thing. Like right when she's asleep that last time and she's in like the big last dream battle, and they show her lying down with the thing on.
Yeah.
But before that, when the doctor's like, I think it's time for Paprika, and she does like a fun girl transformation.
Yeah.
I thought that was just what she does. Like whenever she goes into the dream, she becomes Paprika. Like
That's
she
what I
does.
thought.
Yeah, but they didn't show like every time they transition to it, they make it seem like, because they're doing like weird dream transitions, they make it seem like it's happening in real time in the real world. But what she's really doing is like lying down, putting the thing on, pulling a blanket up.
and then
Because they show her like actually asleep at the
I
end.
thought
You're
she
like,
meant
okay.
like her being in a Paprika suit or something. I was like, nah, man,
No.
that was clearly the dream.
But that was really weird.
Well,
that they went
no, no, no,
together.
I was like, why did he start there? Like,
No, because
okay.
like part of the story was like they've had exposure to that, so they can be triggered.
But that was-
just within vicinity of it.
When you do a rewatch, towards the end, the last time that she
So
like lies
the whole
down.
thing was a dream sequence.
No. When Chiba turns into Paprika
Right.
on screen,
Right.
they show it like it's happening in the real world.
Right.
It's not. That's just filmmaking, right?
Right.
When you see at the very end, towards the end of the movie, when the doctor's like, it's time for Paprika, she does like this fun girl transformation thing, right? But then in the next scene, they show her actually lying down with the thing on her head, implying that the movie's giving us cool, fantastic, changing into Paprika, but in real life, she's just lying down, taking a nap. Yeah. So they're not doing the boring part. They're giving that. So when you go back and rewatch, every time she turns into Paprika, imagine there's a 5-minute sequence where she gets in her PJs, drinks some warm milk, lies down.
Right?
Yeah.
Has some cookies by the side.
Right?
Of the
Just,
bed.
This was it. I was following it. I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, I see the influences for Inception. All right,
what?
I'm following. Wait, what? Like,
So like,
it somewhere around the halfway point, it's didn't start to lose me, but like because I was also watching subs,
yeah.
so it was moving a little fast. I need to watch it again, but I enjoyed it.
now that I'm like rethinking it, I feel like the entire movie could have just been us trying to help the main detective dude get over his fear of theaters.
Yeah.
And all of it was just for that. Like,
That
he
first
went
scene
to
with
this
him.
company to basically try to figure out their dream therapy thing that they were doing, and so they're going into his dreams with him to try to help used to do therapy that way. That's why she's like in the theater with him, talking to him, like going through the levels of the elevator and the dream and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And then by the end of it, he finally goes to a movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
He had a fear of going to theaters.
Was it?
Yeah, he went
Wait,
through a screen.
was it? That I interpreted differently.
I think that's just me being high when I was watching it, but I was just like, 'cause the whole time I'm like, all right, this guy woke up at one point, but I think we fell back asleep in his dream, and I need to know when we wake back up again, because I think we're still in his head.
My interpretation with his whole thing with movies is, well, he had a friend, and there was I was confused about that.
They were going to
relationship.
make movies together, but his
Yeah.
friend died.
That's what
and
it
he
was
became a
like,
cop.
and she was like, one of the floors was like a love room, and you were thinking that it was going to be like romantic, but it was just him with a camera.
Yeah, they were shooting like a romance.
Yeah, he was
movie.
filming something, and then when they were in the theater, she's talking about like, you killed yourself, and she's like, maybe you killed a part of yourself. So like,
someone
he
like
became
you.
a cop, but he really wanted to be a movie maker.
Yeah.
So that like, I don't.
I
Think,
love that.
I don't think it was a fear of theaters. I think it was just like.
But no, because of that, that's why he didn't like going to the movies. Because he did actually have a fear of theaters. Because she asked him.
Okay,
He's like, no.
I missed that.
Pat, I know you didn't enjoy it, but tell me why.
So I tried to watch this movie 3 separate times.
It's hard to follow.
All 3 times I will try to watch, I had a headache. I was on top of that, and like I don't like dolls, like that creepy little doll thing, it creeped me out. Yeah, it was just like you said, it was hard to follow, and I didn't honestly like. Unpopular opinion, I didn't like Inception. I know it was like ahead of its time and it was a great movie. I didn't care for Inception. Like it wasn't my.
This is like the exact opposite movie for you then.
That's
was
wild.
This
dude.
movie is Dolls and Inception and Japanese. I'm so sorry.
So like it was just hard for me to get into, and then on top of like I have ADHD, and like if I have to read, I'm going to like I could read, but like if I can't listen, the listening is not working, then I'm going to be thinking about their shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
'Cause, like I need to be able to hear and see for me to actually focus.
I got distracted a few times too. But okay, so you didn't like Inception.
No.
Can I put it to you a different way?
But what to you?
the-
Hold on, ask
the-
him why he didn't like Inception
No,
first.
wait. I want to ask him a question first. So the concept of your consciousness being awake inside of your own consciousness, that does nothing for you? You're just like,
I honestly, you know what movie actually I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer. It was actually more like that. It was like I want Transcendence when the guy puts his consciousness.
Oh yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that intrigues me more. Like dream, like I think with this was also like because they were in a dream state, they were doing too many weird shit, and I'm like, okay,
As you do in a dream.
Yeah.
as you do, like, it makes sense, but like it doesn't do anything for me.
Pat's got
Chappie?
okay, yeah. So, but
Oh,
yeah.
God,
So
fucking
why
Chappie.
didn't
Chappie's
you like
Transcendence.
Inception?
But the same situation. There was just a lot of things happening because they're in a dream state, and they're trying to make a lot of things happen. To be
I
weird.
think it's when you explain a dream to somebody else, they turn their brains off. Like no one likes explaining dreams to anybody because it's always so random and weird that it never like it doesn't grasp. But like I kind of like that about it. Like I think I know that people always want to interpret dreams. We've always been there, which is why I think this movie's fucking cool. But like, I think that sometimes it's so abstract that interpreting it, like, yeah, there was a frog parade. And a doctor's supposed to hear that and be like, well, what that really means is that deep down you miss your grandfather. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes your brain is just like, I saw a parade on TV. I saw frogs out there.
Yeah.
I mixed them both in your head.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Like, they say that you dream because we're social animals. Our brains try to work out all the possible social situations we could get into. But also sometimes it dumps some just nonsense in there. It's just like your brain.
It's a survival
Could
thing.
you guys help me
Deleting random
interpret
shit.
a dream that I had last night?
Yeah. What you got?
For some reason, it had a lot to do with yogurt, and I was selling yogurt, but it was like a competition, and we were competing to sell the most yogurt.
Oh, I got it.
Like
And
a
it was
school
me
competition? Like
and
a
Bri- No, I don't know where
like a
I was. It's
fundraiser?
like
Bria was there in this dream.
Bria's always in my dreams.
Oh, was she helping sell the yogurt?
I think I was competing with Bria,
Mm.
Oh,
I can see that.
yogurt.
This is deep. I understand what it is.
right? But then like I'm in yogurt.
Oh,
now you're the
Okay,
yogurt.
So now,
Listen.
now it feels sexual.
let me break this down for you, okay, bud? See, the yogurt represents semen. You're competing with Bria to make a baby, and you're worried if it's going to be more like you or more like her.
Damn,
and when
you're
you
right.
envision yourself in the yogurt, you're just thinking about yourself in the womb, man.
That's
Holy
me.
shit!
You know what I mean?
It's me.
So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go home and fuck a tube of yogurt.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now
cooking.
listen now.
Go
We're cooking.
The way
Go-gurt.
it's not
It's already a two.
not this session, but this movie where
already
you
a
broke
two.
it down like the way you just broke it down, like there was a frog and tell me why the frog was in there, and like the reputation. I think I might have enjoyed it, but like just the frog being there, not me to understand why the frog's being
No,
there.
no, he was just.
No, but no, he was Pat saying if they would have broke down like
yeah.
all the meanings of all the things. But see, that's what I think it is that like I think the idea of trying to break down dreams, I think we should keep trying, but I think it's a little futile. I think it's just it's like it's abstract art. Like
it doesn't make sense because it's like if someone's like, "Oh, I had a dream of a wolf," and one dude's like, "Oh, well, that just means this, this, and this." It's like, well, no, actually, like for me, my whole family was slaughtered by a pack of wolves. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, so that's actually not a happy memory for that person.
Man.
So like, it
or maybe
can't
Spidey just
be-
wants yogurt.
I
do want yogurt.
I've been on a
love
lifelong
yogurt.
struggle to be able to like control when I can lucid dream or not. Because like some people can do it. Some people like
I can do it. I can do it fairly often.
Same.
what you
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
My mom accidentally taught me how to as a kid.
How?
It's because one, with ADHD, it's hard to fall asleep. So it is staying conscious while you fall asleep. So like actually feeling yourself fall into sleep.
Oh yeah, like I know when I'm
Yeah.
about to fall asleep because I have really weird thoughts. I'm like, oh, I'm
Is
falling
it is
asleep.
it always
you-
okay? Does it always happen in between the space of being asleep and being awake? Like there's like this like middle
No,
space.
it's like more like into your REM sleep. So like your rapid eye movement stuff, you're damn near there.
when
Man.
I'm doing it, so I can pretty much, if I wanted to, I think I could trigger it. I noticed a pattern. Like if I go to sleep, if I drink a bunch of water and wake up at like 5 to go pee, and the hours between 5 and 7 when I wake
That's
up,
how it is.
I'll pretty much lucid dream pretty
Yes.
well. And if I am, I can usually, I'll be like, oh, I'm lucid dreaming. But it's like, it's like when you're falling down a hill and you're trying to catch yourself. Like I can kind of control it, and if I'm like, okay, I want this to happen next, then my brain's like, you're doing too much, wake up. But like I can fly in my lucid dreams pretty often. I can do that. If I'm like, oh, I'm lucid dreaming, time to fly, woo!
Man.
To fall into it, the easiest way I'd say is whenever you lay down, imagine shutting down the feeling in your body from the bottom to the top, like shutting down your senses. So like feel your feet, wiggle your feet, stretch your feet, and then just kind of stop messing with them and feel that from your toes all the way up, inch by inch, from toes to your carpals on top to your ankles, getting to your shins.
I
like, get to
very
your knee,
often wake up in my dream and realize I'm dreaming, but then that's the end.
so to catch that, keep on doing that whole shutdown thing, and then it's like you'll get better and better at it. But
No,
once
but
you
like
do
I'm
finally get
in the
into
I'm in the dream at that point. Like I'm not aware of my like in my dream. Like if I'm dreaming, I'm like, wait a minute, this is a dream. Duh. What?
Yeah, to
Like,
get better at that, start doing that systematic shutdown, so that when you do get to the dream finally, you keep catching yourself. You can be like, you're not just coming
And-
into your dream; you're slowly getting into your dream.
and you know how there's always like a tell, like a. Do you guys have a?
Yeah, try to look at your hands, try to
Do
look at
you have
a
a
watch.
consistent tell? My tells are fucking stupid, dude. One of my tells is I'll be chewing bubble gum and I try to spit it out, but I can't. Like I no matter how hard I try to spit the gum out, there's just more gum. And then I'm like, wait, this is weird. Oh, I'm dreaming.
Mine is always
Then
just
my
the
tell
absurdity.
is like when I try to speak and nothing comes out. Like
Yeah.
you can't hear me.
I can always talk in my dreams. I think mine's are actually running. Like if I ever try to run, super fast, I can't. Or maybe I am running super fast and everything looks real
Oh,
slow.
I haven't flown, but like I'll be kind of like skipping on a sidewalk and then slowly.
Real far.
Yeah, like slowly. And then I wake up and I'm like, wait, have I done that? And I'm like, wait, no, that's not that.
Well, that's another thing with
not a real
ADHD
thing.
and stress, where you'd be like, did I dream that? Or did that really happen? The themes of the movie are obviously your other self, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Like you get the cop who keeps seeing that other guy that looks like him pointing at him and shit and all that.
Also Paprika.
Oh, girl's also Paprika.
Was the big genius that was really just a child in a genius body?
He's a robot when he was asleep for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He didn't really get an alternate, but the other guy did. Himuro.
Himuro.
He was a doll, and he making dolls. So it's about being true to yourself, I think, and the other parts. Because at the end, when Chiba falls in love with the big dude, it was like, damn, bro, what?
Yeah.
And Paprika was like, oh, she's finally being true to herself. And I was like, oh, okay. So I've seen this movie before, but I hadn't seen it in a long while. What themes did you guys pick out? I'm gonna go pee. She's a sapiosexual.
Yeah, I always call it intellectual sexual, but sapiosexual is the word. Nice, do it, because they said you wouldn't.
They said you wouldn't.
Do it in the mom pants.
They said you would not.
You guys, I'm upset that they don't give women more pockets too. So. I hope you guys heard that.
You heard it first. You heard it first. You heard it here first.
Yep.
Did you say Mofongo?
Nope. He said they look like blue bongos.
Oh, I thought you said the Mofongos. I would have bang on those.
That was
in fact,
Chris
go show them his ass
mooning
cheeks.
Surge and Runners podcast.
Yeah, the Sunday rundown's going down right now, you guys.
So.
You guys will catch it this Sunday on the
live
stream.
this Sunday.
But Paprika, it made me really want to watch Inception. I really enjoyed the animation. I love
beautiful.
studying the animation, and what were something? Oh, a theme for me was just kind of reconciling your trauma, or because the cops, the whole movie thing, he wanted to make movies, and I guess he had to come to terms with that. So just kind of facing your problems, dude. You know, facing your shit, dude. Which is a tough thing to do, and it would be kind of cool if your therapist could go into your mind. I don't think I would like that.
No, because I would like it, because then she would be able to figure out what's wrong with you quicker, and then
I don't know if that's necessarily what that would mean either. She would just be in there yeah, dreams are weird. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here.
So now, have you guys ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
No, is that the drug movie?
It's no. It's this concept, but in reverse. So there is a technology where you can just erase your trauma, whatever your bad.
I want that.
Whatever your bad memories are, you just don't have them anymore.
That'd be wild.
But people start using them for innocuous things. If you have a bad breakup, you just forget your partner.
That's
You
kinda
just
funny.
so
Wait, that's not a good thing.
I mean, that's what the movie explores.
Yeah.
What movie we talking about?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I was like, it's because this is about going into your dreams to help with therapy and help you heal, and Eternal Sunshine is just erase.
I thought through most of this movie, I was just waiting for technology to be the thing. I was thinking that the thing they were putting on, just
it was doing it.
Just manifested itself into a thing. It was just I am the collector of dreams or whatever.
Oh,
I was just
yeah, like her.
Holy shit, right? I was like, oh shit. And then that didn't happen, which was kind of a bummer. But yeah, people suck. So
What do you guys?
I thought it was going to be technology is our enemy, but it was not at all.
No, I think I do like that people were like, maybe we shouldn't have invented this
I mean,
thing.
yeah,
Should not
that
have.
professor, he had some banger lines about he was always waxing off about technology. He's like, this will be our end.
Yeah.
This should have never been.
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast.
What is up with your shirt?
bare ass cheeks while you were still alive?
I don't know what you're talking about, Serge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Why are
Pixar
you being
didn't
weird?
happen.
Picture didn't happen, bruh.
Pixar
Aren't you
didn't
guys recording? Aren't you on camera right now?
What are you doing, dude?
We're done.
Oh, you're done?
Can't get the image of your ass out.
That sounds like a runner problem.
Right? Also, there's literally a printed photo of my ass in the main room. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do any of that.
It was like drums.
Just like bongos.
It was like
You got some droop to you?
All right. Well, okay. Listen, I work out.
You got a
all right?
BBL?
I ain't got no BBL. All right. This is all natural, baby. BBL, Chrissy.
Don't do that to
No,
yourself.
absolutely not.
It's being clipped right
Right.
now.
No,
exactly.
No, there's only 31 people watching.
Why is there so much hair?
Who mooned it?
I'll run his ass.
Rana just showed her bare ass and it was so fucking hairy. I think we're gonna throw the fuck up. Jesus
Gross,
Christ!
you look like a Sasquatch.
God.
Not a single hair on his ass. Like, it's like.
That's because black people are
No,
hairless.
it's not my fucking ass. I do get whacked.
Get out of here, Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Explosive diarrhea.
You're just catching strays.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Our friends all showed us their butts for some
What
reason.
happens when you work with your coworkers?
So let's talk about the protagonist, the homie Chiba Paprika.
Loved her.
Paprika.
At least it's Paprika time.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. Head
Like
ass.
the intro scene is the intro with Paprika.
Yeah.
The animation, they're like,
Yeah.
the homie was like, hold on, no, give me
let me
the
go
mic,
up.
let me cook.
There was one other part where she's asleep and then Paprika wakes up but is also still dreaming.
Mhm.
And then in that sequence, they start hitting her with like all these like branches or vines or limbs or whatever it was. And she runs out the door and like runs on the wall through the diner. and
Yeah,
comes through. I was just like, that shit was cool. I rewound that part a few
Yeah,
times.
there's
But
some
yeah, they
almost
went
like
off.
there's some sequences where it's like almost like a direct pull into Inception.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the hallway sequence, 100%.
Yeah.
But like I don't like when she's like those dudes are talking to her and you can see the reflection in the mirror shot she's getting. If you guys haven't watched Paprika, just watch the intro. Just watch the animation go crazy. She jumps in the dude's shirt. It's like y'all
It's
are doing a
pretty sweet.
lot, dog. Like, damn, hold the fuck
sweet.
on.
yeah, because it's really difficult animation too because like things are morphing into other things and it's
Constantly.
it's very
It feels a little like rotoscope, but then like they get out of it and then
it's
kind of back into it.
Super good.
That movie was it's not a good one for like psychedelics.
Oh, I think it's a perfect one for psychedelics.
I feel like maybe a third watch on psychedelics, but like first watch, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
you
gotten
have to
it.
be experienced. Like,
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't
can't
know
just
what the
raw
fuck I was
dog
doing.
paprika on
No.
your first
Raw
time.
dog
On your
paprika.
first time, like,
I think as a character, she's good because I like that Chiba's very kind of locked in and locked down. She's very serious. She's like an actual psychiatrist.
intimidating.
But when she gets into Paprika form and she's like in the mind, she's like more playful and more like go with the flow. Because I'm gonna say it, dreams are jazz. All right, like there's a little bit of free form to it. You know what I mean? It's not exactly locked down. So I like that when
It's
she's
the
in the
meaning
dream
between
world,
the
she's
meanings.
she's got a little more to go with.
those are our dogs upstairs. if
They
you
probably
guys are
can't
hearing
hear
the
it, hopefully.
pitter-patters.
I don't think so.
The pitter patters of dogs upstairs.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Chiba Paprika?
Yes, yeah. So
That's who we're talking-
once again, so like, was her? Which one is the real one?
Chiba exists in the real world, but Paprika is who she is too.
In
Her
the dream world.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's
But
in
like
her.
that's what I'm saying. Is that like her avatar? Like that's her
go with that.
alternate self?
I think it's her alter ego. It's just
Yeah.
like it's like Bruce Wayne and Batman, the same fucking
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because like they were both kind of chill, but there were like contrasts in the personality. Like she was more bubbly as Paprika,
Yeah.
more dead serious as the scientist. But yeah, that is one of those things where I need a second watch. I wasn't fully clear on like when
she would probably act
when
like
she was-
Paprika if she got drunk.
Because, like, in the beginning of the movie, when she's just, like, seeing herself in, like, reflections, and she's like, this isn't your time yet, or this isn't time for your move yet, is that, like, was she engaging with her dreams, or is that just, like, a metaphor of her speaking to her own reflection, and it could be Paprika or not be Paprika, you know? Like,
Interpretation.
yeah, so, like, yeah. That was confusing.
Yeah. Pat, how'd you feel about Miss Chiba Paprika?
You know, she was cool. Like I said, it was really hard for me to get into that movie. Like,
Did you make it to the end?
I got like 20 minutes left to the end.
Did you get to the part where
I got her when the guy put his hand inside her and like split her open.
Yeah.
I saw like her alter ego come out. But yeah, like I don't know how to explain her. Like she was just controlling other people's dreams. So like,
She wasn't controlling. She was like a
some
guide,
accurate, some accurate boob physics in that scene.
right? And then the boob fixes at the end too. They're like, we're straight up Evangelion for a brief second there.
It did.
Brief second, we dipped into some
very-
Evangelion territory.
Which is funny because like when I looked up the movie on Amazon, it was like if you like Paprika, you'll love Evangelion.
Yeah, no shit.
Thanks,
Oh, for real?
Amazon.
If you like a story that you can follow, sorta.
Here's another kind of all right, emotional ride. And then the only thing I think that's probably weak in the movie is like the main antagonist, the chairman. which is
Oh
funny.
yeah, he's not.
Oh yeah,
He's the chairman. He's in a wheelchair.
I predicted he was gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah, because he wants to
Like,
walk, right?
halfway. Because like everything he said, he was just like, "This is bad." I was like, "Okay, so it's
like,
him."
huh.
Yeah.
It's him.
He did it.
Wasn't a very strong villain, but I do like I like the way they went about killing people. I thought
But
that
he
was cool.
looked like the guy. He looked like Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe,
in
yeah.
Inception.
He does look like Ken
What?
Watanabe
Yeah,
except the
he
old
does.
version.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So like
Man, riddled with
that's what was
regret.
cool watching Paprika is like I could feel Christopher Nolan's mind working when he was watching it, and he was like, okay, this is a cool concept, but what if it was this? You
Yeah,
know, like
because it is. You can tell it's like inspired by.
yeah,
Which is not a direct rip, but it's
heavily
like-
inspired.
He's like, I think I can. He like took that and like Christopher Nolan did up.
Yeah.
Which I think is a cool way to take an idea and still advance on it, because you can see like no one would say it's a ripoff. It's not like Kiba the White Lion, which is pretty much exactly beat for beat fucking The Lion King. But it's not like that. This is like, oh no, I see what you're doing there. I got some homages, I got some inspirations, but I also got my own thing. And he wanted to like build that in. I thought that's why the Christopher Nolan version I think is like really fucking good.
Speaking of Lion King,
Yeah.
they're making a new movie, live action,
No.
of Mustafa.
Another one?
Of Mustafa's origin story.
I don't want that.
Mufasa.
Yeah, and him and his brother's relationship.
I don't want that.
I want to see that.
You
That'd be-
like the live action Lion King?
No, I hated that.
So
I
then why
watched
do
like
you
10
want
minutes
it
of it. I
again?
ended it.
So then
Why
it's
do you want
gonna
it
be
again?
more of
No, but this
the
one's about to be
same-
it's going to be new. It's going to be a backstory of.
It's gonna have the same problems of the Uncanny Valley because they can't animate real lions to the point.
Oh no,
where-
it's not even uncanny. It's just damn. I'm supposed to feel emotions for this lion. He can't even smile. It just looks like I'm watching National Geographic. This lion looks too real.
Yeah, it's like it was. Yeah, yeah.
Did you fuck with the Lion King? The new one,
one.
the
I
new
didn't-
remake.
No, the
I
remake was
saw it.
ass.
I saw it, of course, because of all the actors.
was
that were
impressive.
In it. It
Yeah.
was star-studded.
This-
But yeah.
CGI is impressive.
Yeah, but also you know why I hated it the most?
I'm gonna say Beyonce oversang.
Yeah,
She oversang.
she's a diva. That's what there's. Here's why that movie sucked. They didn't do "Be Prepared," which is one of the best villain songs of all time.
That was a problem. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He just did it like a spoken word version.
Yeah.
Spoken word, be prepared.
I
What
like
the
that.
Yeah.
Disney? Where the fuck do you get off?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there.
I will probably see it just for GP though, because I want to know Mufasa's story.
Yeah, I wanna see the-
Scar.
like,
I
yeah.
heard they were doing a Scar movie.
Yeah.
I heard there was gonna be. A
Have you seen
Scar
part
one.
2 where Scar's kid comes back and they all shame him and
Oh,
sing
yeah.
that song? I
Yeah,
loved
yeah,
it.
that's also
Deception
another-
and
the best
Disgrace?
song,
Right, that
bro.
shit's-
that zebra hit that note,
Right? Disgrace!
bro. He meant that shit,
Bro, and the fucking hippos. Home.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
banger,
don't get roasted by the hippos.
banger, bro.
So you guys should see Lion King 2 is the main point of this, because there's a really good song where they shame this lion and it's great.
1.5 was cool.
1.5 was
yeah.
actually pretty good too.
All right, so outside of the main antaggy boy, what did you guys think? I don't know. Just generalize other characters. And then we're gonna talk about standout moments.
I was also thinking that the big genius was gonna be the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He was eating too much. Like,
Yeah, he
while it's
was.
cool to fall in love with him, my guy's got 3 months.
He's got a yeah, like,
Right, he's got
it's not long. man.
Homie
It's a
banged out
problem.
udon, and he had 3 entrees.
She was like, "Who's this for?"
Homie,
Yeah.
had, with no shame, you gonna bang out 3 entrees in one sitting? Like, there's one thing about like being fat and overeating, but my guy is like, he's trying to die.
Yeah.
He's doing suicide via meat. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one sex session away from
does that say anything about like maybe his
overindulgence. He doesn't know when to stop.
Gluttony.
and the technology? You know, maybe he's gone too far, dude.
Gluttony.
Yeah.
That's
He's
his
gone
thing.
too far,
He
man.
kind of just doesn't stop.
Yeah, he doesn't know when.
Kind of a lot.
He's, at least he's addicted to food and not something else. But I guess all addictions are bad. But yeah,
All addictions are bad.
I like the scientist, short scientist guy. I thought he was pretty cool.
I thought like when they dropped the twist of like, you know, it was like a normal conversation, then he just jumps out the window and you're like, wait, what the fuck? What just
Yeah.
happened?
Oh, because
What?
he's talking. You're like, what? Because he's having. He's like, and then the frog parade. And you're like,
I rewinded that 10 times because I was convinced. I was like, what am I missing? What am I missing?
something
Like
I don't
what?
get.
Why did
you just
he
gotta
do
let it
that?
play, bud. You just
Yeah,
gotta.
and then I let it play. I was like, okay, yeah.
He just gets more and more irate, and then he starts walking. When the one with the 2 other employees who leave like a long like chaos through the hallways, dudes whopping people with the mop. I'm like, hold on, y'all just letting these motherfuckers whoop your ass. It is a middle-aged dude with a mop and a fucking slightly older lady with a mop, and they beat everybody. No one tried to defend themselves. Come walking through this bitch with a mop and see if you can get hit 10 times. Like, what the fuck?
Clapping boys up.
Yeah, I think it's got a good cast of characters, and I do like the way they slip into like the nonsense, like someone's talking regular, or like when she started following when I guess we're gonna talk about breakout
Oh, when
moments
she
now.
almost jumped
Yeah, when she goes
jumped off the
she goes
balcony.
down the thing in the closet. She's like, okay, and then she gets outside. She's like, oh, there's a train and everything out here. I'm like, for me, I'd be like, oh, that's not a telltale sign that maybe something's wrong.
Yeah,
but like you
something's
slip into the dream, you don't realize it, and she
Yeah.
goes to jump over the thing, and homie grabs her at the last second. It's like,
Yeah.
I like the way that they kill people because it's kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna trick you to
But
think you're
that is
sleeping.
what it is about dreams. Like you don't realize the absurdity until you're out of it. You're like, oh, right.
Right? It was third grade, and that's when I was crowned president. Like it's a, but yeah. What about some standout scenes? What you guys? What scenes like really kind of stuck with you?
Towards the end, when everything's merging,
Yeah.
and like just the way Paprika is using the real world as dream world. She's like, sees the painting with the horse, gets on the horse, rides.
So we
off,
gotta go, and I was like, stop, that doesn't make sense. She's like, no,
Right.
it's a dream. It makes total sense.
right, jumps in the TV,
Comes out of the camera.
Yeah, I was like, that shit's lit. Like, that would
Yeah.
be fucking tight.
Yeah, there's also like I guess a chase sequence with Paprika where she's like, it's just like constantly shifting. Like she's like flying as a fairy, then she's a mermaid.
Yeah.
But it's all happening fluidly.
It's right when she
Yeah.
finds out that the chairman is the bad guy. It gets like
Yeah.
progressively, like she goes like deeper and deeper
Actually,
and deeper.
a standout scene for me, because I'm a film nerd, is like when he actually started explaining the film principles like,
Yeah.
in the theater. Like, this is called an imaginary line. I was
Right?
like, oh,
He's like, and when we jump this cut, it looks weird, right?
They did the cut.
And I did, because they start getting, it tells you about his character that he would know so much about like movies and stuff because like, he used to want to make movies, which I'm glad he's a detective, but I think, I don't know, he'll
I
probably
would've
make a
been
movie about being a detective.
fire bit director.
Yeah. Pat, any standout scenes that, I don't know, visually going to stick with you?
The guy, and it was probably the reason I'm thinking of it is because I think it's like almost the last thing I saw because you guys already nailed the ones that you mentioned. The guy coming through, like he was at a bar, and then he went through a screen. No, he was at a theater. He went through a screen.
Oh, when they're torturing Paprika, he
Yeah.
like pushes through, he just,
yeah,
That was
because
wild
that
animation.
wasn't the. It's like I don't think he was dreaming at that point, so that was meshed into reality that he was able to get through that.
yeah, but he was saying the bar wasn't real. So when she introduces the internet part, that part has me confused because she's like, the internet's not like it's real either. So like but I think I can't tell if they're doing the seamless transition of, and they went to sleep and now he's at the bar.
No, because there was a point where like their dreams were starting to converge.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was an element of everybody being exposed to that technology, and the natural frequency of their body would kick in, or was
Yeah, and then they could do it.
or am I off on that? Because like that's how people were getting triggered.
Yeah.
So and then at one point, all of the dreams started converging into reality.
Yeah.
But then like, aren't you still dreaming?
Everyone was dreaming, but everyone was also awake at the same time because all the
Yeah.
dreams started.
I like that he had her pinned down like a little butterfly.
That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
the scene where he like, I was like, oh no, this is uncomfortable. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
oh,
was
and he's like, Chiba, I always knew it was you or whatever. That guy was being super creepy, but then he gets absolutely handled. And then I like when they do the dream sequences that we had seen the cop go through, but he goes through with Chiba, and then the bad guy is the one dude, and he's like able to fight him off in all the different scenarios. I'm like, no, I like it's a movie.
That's why all of it makes me feel like we were really helping that one cop get through.
Yeah.
Like,
At the end, he got everything solved,
Right.
and Chiba falls in love with the big man. Wild.
nailed it.
Wild stuff. All right. Anything extra that anybody wants to say about this shit?
I'll watch it again.
Oh yeah, I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah.
Dark and on drugs.
Yeah.
So the next movie is Pat's pick. Pat, if I could, please ask you to slightly alter your pick. You have picked Fantastic Mr. Fox.
What do you want?
You sent the whole
I think
entire
it's good.
list.
I think it's a good pick.
No, I think it is too, but I kind of want to do a whole Wes Anderson month,
Oh.
which I feel like it would fit well into there. I'm looking for.
Ooh.
Pat made a suggestion. Oh, so Pat, you got Big Hero 6, Coco. Has everybody seen Wall-E?
I have not seen Wall-E.
I've seen Wall-E.
we've all
I
seen
mean,
it.
I've seen. It's been
Inside
a-
Out.
it's been
Has
a
everybody
while.
seen Inside Out?
I love Inside Out.
Seen it.
That was great.
Okay.
There's
That's
Inside
so
Out
it-
too.
We can't watch brand newer ones. Monsters Inc.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No.
Marquetta hasn't seen it either.
What?
Right? I'm about to put her. I was like, oh, that's Mike Wazowski. And she was like, who? And I was like, it's Billy Crystal. Mike Wazowski.
Like, what do you mean? You don't know?
Okay. So it's looking like it's going to probably end up being Fantastic Mr. Fox. Frozen.
Haven't
Yeah,
seen
I've
it.
seen it.
Seen it.
I've seen it. Rio.
Haven't seen it.
I've seen Rio.
I have not. Okay, so Rio's on.
Rio.
Coco's on. Big Hero 6. Madagascar.
I've seen Big Hero.
Have you
but
guys
I
seen
don't remember.
Madagascar?
We've seen
Madagascar
Madagascar.
is so good.
Seen Madagascar.
Despicable Me, I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Despicable Me.
And Boss Baby.
Boss Baby.
Alec Baldwin. I did
Eric
see Boss Baby.
I have not. So we got
Eric
Boss
Barbie.
Baby,
I don't remember Boss Baby.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, Coco, Big Hero 6. Those are your. I'm sorry. What do you think about picking any of those over Fantastic Mr. Fox? If you want to stick with Fantastic Mr. Fox, we can.
Yeah, we can say that for Wes
Anderson.
Anderson month.
All
Which
right.
will be next month.
I think I haven't seen Coco.
Me neither.
I don't think I've seen Rio, but it's about birds. So I don't know if I saw it because I saw the trailer or if I've actually seen it. And what was the other one?
Rio, Big Hero 6,
Have you guys
Coco.
seen Big Hero 6?
I have, but I'll watch
A
Big Hero
long
6
time
again for
ago?
one reason.
A long
Have you seen
time
Big Hero
ago.
6?
Yeah.
On cast, baby. I'm gonna watch that shit just for her. On cast, this is for you. Girl, I'm gonna watch it.
That makes me nervous.
Hey, if you fucking know, you already know. I saw a picture on cast this morning. I opened up the internet and it was just on cast.
That's
I
weird.
will watch Big Hero 6.
How'd that happen? Hi, baby. Bria said we should watch Over the Hedge. I agree. I love that movie.
What's Over the Hedge?
Oh man, you're missing out.
So,
Steve Carell, it's top notch.
what you got,
bro.
Pat? Big Hero 6. If I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say,
On cast, yeah, dude, yeah, I'm down, yeah.
I'd watch it for on cast. But you also got Coco, and I think Coco.
Is Coco good? Because
I think Coco's a superior film to Big Hero 6, 100%.
It's
Going to
Coco's
make us
great.
Cry.
it's
it's gonna
sad.
make us cry. I don't
Coco's
wanna
not
cry.
gonna make you
So I
cry.
heard.
What? No. What?
So I heard.
We should watch Coco.
No, I don't want to cry. We're done with.
I just Pat.
Wait, what
Spidey
is
says it's
Coco
gonna make you
the
cry.
one? Is that
You know, even Pixar
is
movies
that
are-
where-
they're all
why we don't
tearjerkers.
talk about Bruno?
No,
No,
you're
that's
thinking of
Encanto.
Encanto.
Yeah, Encanto.
So it's not gonna make me. Let's do Coco.
Coco?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Coco it is. Bet.
Coco.
It is sad.
I will be bringing. It's not sad.
Mickey's
I
like,
stop
Is it like Up? I don't want to watch
It's
it.
not like Up. I've seen Coco. I think you'll like Coco.
Okay.
We're doing
you watch
Coco.
Up?
But it is sad.
He didn't. He was like Up. He's
yeah,
too
did
sad.
you finish
You
Up?
will cry.
Literally, he got
I
I watched-
watched that movie, man.
You're gonna cry.
right.
Man,
Pat's not gonna cry. Pat
gonna
doesn't
make you
cry.
cry.
When's the last time you cried?
Oh man.
What was that movie we just watched?
In front of people.
In front of people?
He's not gonna watch this in front of people, is he?
No. Hey, when is the last time I cried in front of people, bro?
I
That's a
didn't
minute.
cry. I haven't cried good in
Perhaps a goal for 2025.
years.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just, yeah, you don't have to cry in front of people.
I didn't cry last week. I mean, I'll have like tears, but I haven't like had a good cry. I'll literally have
You
like
gotta
a
get one of those out.
like what? Yeah, right. I feel like I need one, and I just
yeah.
I don't have access to my sad
I
emotions.
know when the
super
last time
well.
I cried.
My anxiety and my inner depression is so strong that I have a good cry at least monthly. if
Really?
not
Really?
bi-weekly.
Like you like an ugly cry?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, see, like my last ugly cry was like when I got like I was at the hospital and they told my mom had a stroke and I didn't know how to deal with that shit. That was the last time.
See, no, that's a proper reason to cry. I just
Yeah.
I need one. I know I got some coming on me. I can't like
A good solid car cry, dude.
yeah.
Right before you walk into the house, you're just like,
I just get like 2 or 3 tears. I'm like, oh, fuck.
My
Like I
body-
really want to cry though.
my
I'm about to-
body.
Fight Club.
I'll do it.
Fight Club.
My body sucks because like its
my
response
body
to any stress is just I'll just start tearing up. Like when I want to be angry, I'll just start tearing up. Like I'm like, no, like, don't do this right now. I don't want to cry. I'm trying to be serious.
I think it's-
My body's response to just any stimulus is just tears, and I'm just like, well, I just have to get comfortable with that.
mine is it's usually the anger. I'm like, oh, like I wanted to hit shit so much last week, and I was like, no, be chill. Maybe make you put up the punching bag. It's fine.
See,
We'll
you
do a
you,
bunch of
you
bag
grow
out there.
out of hitting things when you finally hit something that fucks up your hand long term, and
I've
you're
done
like,
that.
I
Still
shouldn't have
hasn't
did
gone
that.
out of
You
that.
should
Yeah,
talk to half the people I
Shouldn't
know.
have did that.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to punch drywalls and then I hit a stud.
Yeah, I
Whoa! Why would you hit a woman? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't call them that anymore, Chris.
I thought they self-identified as
I
studs.
don't know. They can say it. We can't. I don't know.
All right. Check it out, y'all. Next week we're watching Coco, which is
You're gonna
Pat's
cry.
pick. It is a. Oh, hold on. I got to give you the Coco breakdown.
You're
Oh yeah,
going to cry.
what,
You know how I know you're gonna cry? Because I haven't seen the movie, but my niece and nephew were watching it.
Yeah.
And I caught like the last. I didn't I wasn't watching it, but I was like kind of half listening, and it was at its emotional climax, and I was like, God damn.
Coco is a 2017 American animated fantasy comedy drama film produced by Pixar Animation Studios, released by Walt Disney, yada, yada, yada. Those are all the people involved. Hold on. The concept for Coco is inspired by the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead.
Hey.
Dias de
hold on.
Muerte.
Have you guys? Because I want to see if anyone. Because only 2 people have to watch. Haven't seen it. Soul.
Haven't seen.
Yeah, Soul. Yeah,
seen it?
we reacted to it.
Did we react to it?
Yeah,
That was a great movie.
It was.
reacted
I
to
ain't watched.
Soul.
I heard that was good though. I do
Soul
wanna
was
watch that on my
amazing.
own.
Yeah,
That was
Soul
a
was
fucking
good.
great
Soul
movie.
was
Especially
good.
for the points they hit on creativity and flow
that
stage.
was a
Obviously, I'm
fucking
big on
great
that.
movie.
Soul was great.
Pixar began developing the animation in 2016. Yada yada yada. They finished. Coco premiered. So that's it. Coco is the concept is based on inspired by the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead.
All
That's
right.
it. That's all you're getting.
That's
I wonder
good.
when
You're gonna
yada
cry,
yada
dude.
yada became a thing.
You guys are gonna cry, dude.
Starring Anthony Gonzalez, Gail Garcia Bernal, Benjamin Bratt, Lana Ubek, Renee Victor, Ana Ophelia Mugria. That last one's pronounced incorrectly for all you Spanish speakers. Y'all can. It should be our second language, but America hates teaching. And the last one is Edward James Olmos. So
Oh.
say we all.
Wait,
say we
yes.
all.
So say we all.
I'm
You
a
guys
dollar.
are- You guys are gonna cry, dude.
That
I
guy.
don't know who that is.
What? Anyway, so yeah, we're watching Coco.
Wait. So say we all.
So say we
Okay,
all.
It just hit me what you were saying.
Yeah, man, damn.
Oh,
The
dude.
fuck, bro? You think it-
Oh, the Cylons, bro. They're among us, bro.
All right, y'all. So that's it. Thus concludes the podcast. Please watch Coco with us. It's a movie podcast, movie
Yeah.
club. We get the same 33 of you peoples in here hanging out.
You guys
I've
are
been
gonna
finding
cry,
out that you guys haven't been watching the movies. I don't know why.
You guys are
I
crying.
don't know why. I'm going to go to our Discord. I'm going to tell everybody to watch Coco.
Because it's homework. They're not gonna do homework.
Coco, really? Watching a movie and talking about it with some of your favorite parasocial fuckboys?
They come to us for the discussions, and then they're like, okay, if that's probably how I would do it. I'd be like, okay, let me see if they're jazzed about this discussion. Then maybe.
But then they get spoiled. Then are they still gonna watch it?
Sometimes, sometimes I will, not for everything, but like sometimes I will spoil myself, and sometimes it makes the viewing better for me because I can notice like how it's leading.
It's
to
almost
that.
like taking it
You
the
can know-
first time with your second watch.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Huh.
There's a lot of you that have been on point with the movies. I want to give y'all congratulations for that. Sunshine, you've been on point. Who else? Keyblade has been on point. Darth Cadis has been on point. Everybody has been on point.
Sick.
Rana came down and said, oh, and that all the dogs pooped.
Oh, dang it.
Anyway, guys, we're out of here.
Where?
We'll see you at the next podcast. We're going to go grab some food and stuff. And thanks for hanging out with us and talking movies and all the other things.
Bye. Good job, guys. That was great.
Yeah.
It's like Stanley. You remember Stanley?
No, I brought food.
Talking Normies Podcast.